Throw gang, we were joined by the Raja of the Range, King of the Cleaver, the homeware head honcho. Not Richard Gere, but he got the chop. His pronouns, Mr. Mispronunciation, the Sarni Sultan, the fry-up pharaoh. Keep the kids stuffed, call him Jeffrey Epstein. Not an OF, but everyone likes his meat. The voiceover Viking. Oh, you're not fucking with his recipes? How about you rest these nuts in your mouth? Making cream off his pies, how we got one in the oven. Making money off the spice, he knows what a rack is. His sauce is seasoned, he doesn't need you herbs. CEO of Pleasant Home and the founder of What Willy Cook. Will Hughes. Will, how the hell are you?
That's great.
He's speechless for once.
Yeah, that was the main reason I wanted to do this.
Yeah,
thank you.
Will he cook? Oh wow,
You get it.
No, I'm
I'm
kidding.
Yeah, no. Well, a lot of people
Let he cook.
don't get it, and they message.
Shut up.
People that have followed me for like 4 years will message me being like, "Oh, I just got it," and I'll be like, "Oh, okay."
And that's it. That's all they say to you.
That's it, yeah.
And then you block them immediately?
That's like a DM I'll get. I'll be like, "Oh, I just got it." I'll be like, "Oh, all right."
Wow, your followers are
you're
really
thick as fuck, but I'm not
Yeah.
going to respond to that.
How stupid are your followers? Would you say to the camera?
Why
When you look directly
Sorry,
to the camera.
yeah. Some of them that send me that message, they may have been kicked in the head by a horse when they were younger. But
It's a very British way of being reared and raised.
Yeah, I suppose here it would be cattle, I guess.
Yeah, cow, maybe.
Do you think
A
you're
bull.
so nice with the wordplay because you're from the same town as the Bard, Shakespeare?
Yes.
What do you think she likes to have for lunch?
Yeah, no,
I knew it was coming.
That's, sorry, do you want to go again?
It's like a sawney.
What, sorry?
A sawney.
A sarnie or a
sandwich.
Oh, sorry, I thought
A sonnet?
I thought you were mispronouncing sonnet. I
No.
thought that's what you were doing.
This
Yeah.
bit is not working.
Do your friends do your friends call you Willy? Or is that just the IG handle?
Yeah, people that it's weird because like my best mates have always called me Willy, like for ages, but then like my good mates call me Will, and then people that don't really know me call me Willy because they think my name's
Rex.
Willy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like a stage name, isn't it? But-
Is Willie in the UK? He means dick, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spotty Willie.
But then so does
PP Hughes.
PP Hughes, Mr. Dixon. I don't know.
Yeah.
Richard's dick actually as well.
What is spotted dick?
Spotted dick is a pudding with raisins.
Okay.
It's not a good one.
What's blood sausage?
That is like black pudding. Do you not have that here?
No.
It's so good. It's like,
What?
Yeah, it is that. It's like oats and salt and pepper, loads of pepper mixed with
Oats
blood.
and salt and pepper?
Yeah, it sounds pretty
In
bland.
the meat?
Yeah,
Pause.
they mix it with the blood and then they put it in a casing.
Give me the blood.
But it sounds, because I know we're about to go into like British food being shit.
Yes.
I can smell this already, but
Yeah,
You can smell the blood pudding.
I can smell the blood
Smells
pudding.
terrible.
Can you smell what
Blood
the blood
pudding
is
in the water.
Yeah, but I want to say like there's something called morcilla, which is a Spanish. It's the original one, I think, before the Brits were doing it. It's called morcilla, and it's like a
Before we
Spanish.
colonized.
Before we
stole it. Yeah.
Did we do Spain? I think we probably did.
parts of it?
Did we do Spain?
I think we've been about, haven't we? But yeah. So morcilla. I mean, it sounds a little bit more exotic than black pudding. Blood
Sounds better,
sausage.
honestly.
Yeah. And it's
Morcilla.
it's very similar,
Yeah.
but that's a
Similar.
Spanish thing.
Similar.
It's similar.
Yeah.
Similar.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on to the only podcast that matters. There's only one way to start it off.
Fit check, Will. Let's go, baby. What are you wearing today?
I've put on my own clothes today. Dressed
Do you not normally?
dressed myself. Well, sometimes it's nice to have your mum give you a hand.
Yeah.
I've got some Supreme Shocks. Thought I'd wear those. It was between those or some Amélie d'Or sort of snakeskin looking ones they did with Clark's.
The Clark's.
Oh yeah, those are good.
Wallabies.
Yeah,
I
the
like them.
desert boot with it's like a creeper, right?
Yeah, but I no.
Or is it
it's
a
not.
Wally?
It's the Wallaby.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got I'm a big
Oh
Wallaby.
my
God.
Yo, show the camera. This man has a wallaby. Yo, that's fire, dude.
Clark's he'd prefer
Yeah.
to be permanent. Jesus.
I got that because then I thought when I started getting followers on Instagram, I could send Clark's a picture and they'd send me free wallabies.
Did that work?
has happened. Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay.
It was
Have
worth,
you colla-
worth the £60.
Have you collaborated with Wallaby or with Clark's at all?
No, I
Because
haven't.
we have.
And
And it didn't even require getting a tattoo. Of
I
it.
did see that. Yeah, no, you should get tattoos anyway though. Like,
What size are you?
a 10 because I'm normally an 11, but you have to
Wait,
size
10
down. don't you?
UK. Wait, hold
10
on.
UK, so
Hold on.
11.5 US. I
Do you
think.
size,
Then it's-
do you
then
size down?
I
Half
size
size?
down in wallabies. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
You gotta write
No.
that. You gotta write that under the tattoo.
Oh no, this one's a size 6.
I can't believe you got the tag tattooed, like the hang tag tattooed on the wallaby.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you've
Wow.
got to.
That's ridiculous.
Do you have any other Johns related tattoos?
That means clothes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or women?
No, I
Or
don't.
anything?
I've got a frog drinking wine.
Okay.
He's good.
Where's
Did
that
you,
at?
did you go to the Frog Wine Bar in Bed-Stuy?
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Here. God, I just need to get more
gotta
clued up
go.
about this New York place.
Mhm.
No, I almost went to a place yesterday that sold pickles and books. That was a place.
Pickles
that we went to.
That in the Lower East Side. What's that? What is it called?
I think it might
right
be-
next to Colbo.
Oh, pickles and books.
I think it's called the Pickle and Book Shop.
Yeah.
I think,
yeah.
which is creatively named.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think that's my only John's related.
It's a good one.
Tattoo.
It's a good one.
But in terms of other clothes,
Yes,
I've got
please. Socks.
some Edwins. Oh, socks
Ooh.
actually. I've got. They're from a place called Lorenz, which is a UK based
Socksman.
brand. No, but
Okay.
they make some. They're not a huge brand, but they make some pretty interesting stuff. LRNZ.
Oh, we're getting
What-
British,
what
dude.
they- yeah,
I always
man.
forget.
We've taken.
Zed.
Taken.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Z.
Yeah.
Is it Z?
Thank you.
It's Z.
Zephyr.
Yeah, and then some Edwins. They're obviously Japanese.
Is Edwin? I know Edwin is big in Paris. Are they big in the UK?
Yeah, I mean, there's a shop.
That's right.
And there's a shop. People go in the shop and they purchase the shit. So
They buy jeans.
They buy the jeans.
Great jean brand.
They buy the jeans.
They actually very kindly sent me these.
Oh, wow.
And they're my favorite ones because they're kind of like darker blue at the bottom and then they go a little bit lighter at the top.
Do you get a lot of free clothes?
Yeah, more so than I think some people that their whole thing is about cooking.
Do you get a lot of
Maybe.
free food stuff sent
Yeah,
to you?
I do.
What do
Yeah.
you get? Like pots and pans or like meat?
Tin fish.
Weirdly, all of the above. Yeah,
Vitamins.
I work with. There's a company called Swaledale that's just like a really good butchery in the UK, so I get sent shit from them, which is
Spotted
nice.
dick.
Some spotted dick. No, but there's no meat in spotted dick. But
Really?
they don't even do black pudding, so maybe they should.
Hey, yo, my spotted dick vegetarian.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is. Actually, it might have lard in it. I don't know. A lot of British food does have
Lard.
Fat spotted dick.
fat,
baby.
a big fat spotted dick. Exactly.
You know why we think it's funny, right?
Delicious.
Oh yeah.
Okay, okay.
Oh yeah.
All right,
no,
all right,
no,
all right,
no.
all right.
Hey.
Okay.
It is funny.
Yeah, okay.
I just take food
Objectively.
very seriously.
Oh, we know.
It's yeah.
Yeah, you're a serious guy, dude.
I'm
That's
a
what everyone
very-
says about you.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. The word serious gets thrown away.
No sense of humor.
No.
I think if you
Such a fucking bummer.
yeah,
if you
that's what people
Google-
say.
if you-
Upsetting. Wouldn't go out of place at a funeral. That
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
if you Google what is Will Hughes known for,
Yeah.
which is what we do to research for the
Mhm.
episode.
yeah.
First of all, there's a football player named Will Hughes. So say, no. What is Will Hughes, the content creator, known for?
Mm.
Known for your cheeky sense of humor.
My cheeky sense of humor.
Yeah. According to Google AI.
I don't have a Wikipedia page yet, but if it did,
We don't either.
If I did, that'd be cool.
Do you call yourself a content creator? What do you call yourself? Cook, chef?
I usually say just like silly internet food
Oh,
man.
but for real though.
I
a good
know
one.
genuinely that's what I'll go with.
Silly internet food man.
Yeah, because I don't really like.
That's your business card.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I don't have a business card, but if I did, it would probably say silly.
Silly internet
Well,
food man.
I don't really like the influencer. The influencer words a bit.
Well, that's
annoying.
that's a dirty, nasty word for sure.
Yeah.
But I think content creator. The reason I asked is because that's also kind of
yeah.
whack to me. at least.
Yeah, that's kind of why I don't say that either. Because I don't like.
So we go with silly internet food man.
Yeah, well, I think it just makes more sense about what I do because I don't really. I'm not like really content minded. Do you know what I mean? Like
No.
there
What do you
are
mean?
people that are content creators that are like filming everything all day, every day. I kind of like to not do that because otherwise,
Because it's your job.
exactly, I'd find it really
Right.
fucking annoying.
What Willy Cook is an Instagram chef and social media personality known for his humorous, relaxed recipe videos, tongue-in-cheek humor, casual attire, short videos, collaborations.
Casual attire seems like
You are a
low-key
favorite
diss.
with Generation Z.
Apparently so. I am technically Generation
Yeah.
Z.
really?
Well, I'm,
No, Generation Z.
sorry, Z. Yeah, I'm
You're millennial Z.
96.
Oh,
So
nice.
I think 95 was the start of because they've just started the new generation.
Beta.
Yeah.
Terrible
Yeah,
generation.
really not
Generation of cucks, dude.
Yeah, literally. Like what why would they pick that? I mean, I get
Speaking of
Alpha,
cucks, let's talk
beta.
about this pink top.
Oh yeah. Yeah, sorry. This is from
Got his ass.
from I don't know if you know Supreme.
Supreme.
It's,
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's New York based.
They're blowing up. They're going crazy
They're
right
gonna
now.
be big.
Yeah, they're
I
going to be
think,
huge.
especially
I think.
in 2025.
What about the white tee?
Yeah, white t-shirt underneath.
Mm.
Just because no one wants to be touched by too much knit.
Well,
think.
for me, it said I don't want to get my underarm stench on it, so I have to like dry clean it,
Right.
and then I can just like take it off and wear it again.
Yeah, that's also a thing that I had considered because it's hot in here.
Was it for? Because you're here for how many days?
This 8 8 days. I think
That's a long trip.
Eight
It's
nights.
Hanukkah.
Yeah. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
We've come.
Yeah.
No, we just Hanukkah was on Christmas Day this year, wasn't
Yes.
it?
Yeah. Well, there's
Last
and
year.
then
Sorry.
the following 7 nights. There are
Oh, is it a 7-night job?
8 nights.
I'm Jewish.
No, you're not.
From the waist down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, because you're British. You're British.
Well, a lot,
No, but he's circumcised.
yeah,
is what I'm
most
saying.
British guys aren't
They're not cut.
snipped.
No, yeah,
but I just had
They
that-
love a foreskin in the old country.
Well, yeah, apparently so. I was like 15, and they were like,
Yeah.
"That thing needs to come off."
Wait,
Spotted dick cheese.
Yeah, that's-
wait, for real? You got a circumcision as a teenager?
yeah, like,
Wait,
yeah,
what?
like but discovered the art of onanism, and then they were like, "Yeah, that needs to come off."
Was that you made that decision?
No. I went to the doctors, and they were like, "Yeah, that's too tight. That's got to go."
Your
Really?
foreskin was too
Yeah.
tight, so as a 15-year-old, you got a circumcision. This is insane.
Yeah. So I was like 15, and I
Anesthetics or no?
couldn't. Yeah, general,
Raw dog that shit.
general. No, general, like fully under.
They let you keep it,
And
make a little bracelet out of it.
I remember, so I was like 15. Obviously, my mum took me to the hospital, and I was there, and they put the little white thing on you, the little dress thing, and then they put me in the chair, and then they go into the anaesthetists or whatever, and they plug you in, and then they put the shit in you, and you fall asleep. But because it's not like real sleep. Have you been under general anesthetic before?
No.
Like when you go on, when you
No.
go under general anesthetic, you don't, your concept of time isn't there because you're not like dreaming, you're not asleep, you're just like completely
You're blacked out.
So literally, they put me under. They were like, "This is gonna be 3, 2," and then you go.
Sure.
And then I woke up on
And
the,
half your dick was
on
gone.
the chair, and they were rolling me around the corridor, and they'd just done the operation, but I didn't realize. I thought that I'd just woken up immediately, and they were about to do it. And I was going, "Don't cut my dick off! Don't cut my dick off!" And anyway, and then I passed out again, and then I woke up, and they gave me a tuna sandwich.
Wow.
My mum took me for a Domino's. It was the best day of my
Did
life.
they cut your dick off?
Yeah, they didn't. They already had. Only the part that they were meant to go for.
Technically not an adult circumcision because you were 15, but that's... Have you ever told anyone that ever publicly?
Yeah.
Was it weird?
Well, not on a podcast, but you guys
Sure.
seem like fun guys.
Did you have to get used to having like a new dick?
Sort of, yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, definitely. Because
It's less sensitive, right? Is the whole thing?
I don't actually know because it was so tight that it wouldn't come back anyway.
Wait, so you have jacked off
Yeah.
with a foreskin,
Yeah.
and now you have jacked off without a foreskin.
Sans foreskin.
What's better?
Well, I can't tell because it was so tight that it wouldn't come back. So I
So
never had
okay,
that.
so this is okay. All right, let's get to the bottom of it. So when you rolled the foreskin back to expose the head of your penis, it would not.
No, it didn't do that. That's what I'm saying.
It wouldn't.
No.
How'd you pee?
Well, it just sort of,
It dribbled out.
it sort of just came out.
How'd you bust,
It just sort of dribbled out.
bro? Your dick cheese must
Yeah.
have been looking
No,
like
no, there
the
was-
south of France.
it was-
There's no room for dick cheese. There's no real estate for dick cheese. It's too tight.
I don't think that there was any of the cheesiness underneath it. Like
What the hell?
It was so tight. Like
Did it hurt?
what? The afterwards?
Your dick being
No.
strangled.
No, not normally. No, I can't. It didn't hurt at the time. Afterwards, like 5 weeks after, was fucked.
Oof.
Like getting circumcised when you're 15. That's not fun.
They just take the whole thing. They couldn't just like cut a little vent for like some like breathing.
No, it's
Put a sunroof
it's not
on that
a fucking
bitch.
shark. They don't give it gills. It's just, you know what I mean? It's like, but they did what they did, and then for 5 weeks they were like, "You can't touch that."
Did you?
Maybe after 4. I don't know.
Did you need to walk around with like oven mitts on?
4. Yeah, no, you'd wake up in the morning and it would hurt.
Oh
Put it-
my
put it
God,
that way.
bro.
This is crazy. I don't think there's anyone that's ever been on this podcast that has
That is circumcised.
That talk-
no.
That talk about it.
that is pre and post as an adult.
Well, I think it's important for the young generation to know that if they have a really tight foreskin, they should probably get circumcised.
Would you?
Yeah,
would
absolutely.
you? If you could have the opportunity to have it back,
No.
no.
I would have liked to have kept it at the end. Do you know
Well,
what I
why
mean? Like
couldn't
in a
you?
little jar or something, have it just as a
Ferment it.
In
as a
America,
trinket.
in America, if you get anything amputated or cut off, they cannot refuse you taking it home with you.
Really?
Yeah,
God, and I thought
That's
you
in the
guys had a fucked
Constitution.
up
Great healthcare
That is
system.
incredible.
yeah, you get a little prize
Yeah, no, that's
why
amazing.
Luigi assassinated the CEO. They didn't let him
Yeah.
keep his foreskin.
Right,
when you get
yeah.
all our diabetes and all our amputated feet. You know,
Yeah,
We just-
yeah,
you get to
yeah.
keep the foot as a little prize.
What are we? Oh, we're in the fit check. What's your hat?
Thames. It's
Oh,
actually
nice.
a balaclava, but I'm not going to wear it as a balaclava.
Oh, you can-
I'll get a hot face, but yeah, it's
Oh.
And the pin?
it's just Thames. You know, Blondie.
Blondie.
Yeah, of
Boy.
course. Thames.
Yeah.
Thames.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
The river.
the river. Yeah, it's the main one.
It's pronounced Thames.
It's Thames.
Yeah.
Thames.
What about all the
Thames.
jewels?
Johnny Hoxton, and then that one's that's my dad's wedding ring that he wanted as a signet ring because he's got fat fingers.
Mm.
But ironically,
Just like your
the
cock.
fingers, just like
Just
my
like
cock.
the king. Like the king.
Yeah, exactly. But the
It's a
irony
blood
is
sausage.
that it's a blood sausage. No, my dad's fingers are so fat that it doesn't fit him anymore because they got fatter, and so now it only fits me. And hopefully, as has happened to my father and my children, perhaps my fingers will get too fat. I'll pass on the one ring. Then my children can have it. They'll get fat fingers.
You have kids, or you're just speaking?
I don't have kids.
Okay.
I'm just saying, potentially.
Why doesn't your dad circumcise his fingers?
I don't know if you can do
Great
that.
question.
But we.
I didn't know you could get a 15-year-old circumcision
There's only one way to find out.
till today. Yeah.
let's skin a finger.
Get the paper cutter.
What's the watch?
That's just an Apple Watch with a metal strap.
Do you use it to like keep track of
I
your steps
use it
and shit?
because I eat a lot, and if I didn't have this to like make me aware of how much exercise I needed to do, then I'd be the fattest cunt in the world. So.
Do you have to do a lot of exercise to
Yeah.
keep yourself from just blowing up to
100%.
30 stone?
I'd say the last like 2 weeks, because obviously it's been like Christmas and New Year, and I'm in this fucking country and this
And
fucking
Hanukkah
city,
also.
and Hanukkah, of
Thank
course.
you.
And Diwali.
Shabbat Shalom.
And
yeah.
Kwanzaa?
Kwanzaa, yeah.
What's that?
Do the Kwanzaa greeting.
Yeah, say the Kwanzaa greeting.
What is that?
Oh, you racist piece of shit.
What's Kwanzaa?
I have no idea.
What is that like
It's,
Star Trek?
It's an African-American holiday.
Oh, right. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
sorry. We don't celebrate
It's
that in the
Black
UK.
Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Blanca.
Blanca. Yeah, no.
Accidental Rick Ross.
Yeah, no. I do. What is the greeting for that?
I don't know, dude.
Hello, you racist.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, it's Happy Kwanzaa.
Yeah, no, I think if the last few weeks with Christmas and everything, I've let it go a little bit. You know, I've not.
You
As
think
we
you've
all
gained
have,
like
brother.
10 pounds?
I have easily gained like, I don't know what pounds are.
What's a
really,
stone?
but Stone's 14 pounds. I think.
So stupid.
So
what's
I probably
what's a
have,
fortnight?
2 weeks.
That's a month of Sundays. I think. I think it's a game for kids. Yeah, no, it's
Nice.
2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. For the last fortnight,
Yeah.
I've been eating like a fat little twat, and I haven't been doing any exercise. Although I did run across the Williamsburg Bridge and back over
It's pretty good.
the other day, and it's quite steep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you like, my life is a movie?
Literally, I was. I filmed it. That's going in the fucking New York video that I'm going to post.
Francis
at the end.
Ha mode, dude.
Who's that?
It's a movie with Greta Gerwig.
God,
Forget
I
about
need
it.
to get better at this shit. Yeah, we've
No,
got,
you don't. It's
we've got
fine.
an age gap, haven't we? There's a
We're 10 years older than you.
you're 10 years old. It was-
Yeah, but I've not seen Francis Ha, and I don't plan on it. You shouldn't either.
That's
It's
okay.
really
Right. I'm not gonna. Who's it? Greta Gerwig?
So good, man. It's in
Is she
black and
acting
white.
in it or directing?
She is acting in it and she wrote it, but she did not direct it, I don't believe. But I don't know.
Okay. Right. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
What are the
fantastic.
panties?
My pants,
Panties.
Your knickers.
my boxy shorts.
Yeah.
I think they might just be a pair of Calvin Kleins that are a little bit small because I didn't want to wear them on the plane, so I've saved the worst pair.
For the last day when you're at your fattest?
Yeah. They're kind of
Last ditch
tiny.
option, yeah.
Yeah. So I've got them, and they're pretty fresh.
Besides the ALD Clarks and the Supreme Shocks, what other footwear did you bring? Because that's always like a struggle, right? Is like when you're traveling,
Yeah.
you're super limited.
I bought just those two, and I bought a pair of running trainers
Okay.
to go running
For the Williamsburg Bridge, yeah.
for the Williamsburg Bridge.
Yes.
Exactly that, so that I could stomp some serious tarmac
For your one run.
for my. I've done two.
Oh, nice.
I was going to go this morning, but my friend that I'm here with was quite ill, and I couldn't be fucked to go on my own. So I just sort of
Also, it's freezing out. Bro.
yeah, it's really
It's
really
like
cold.
negative 10 Celsius or whatever the fuck.
It's -2, but someone tried to explain to me the reason why Fahrenheit's better, and I didn't think about this, but I actually might be leaning slightly towards the way of thinking
Really?
across the pond. So this guy was like, with Fahrenheit, you think of it as like 100, like a percentage. So if something's like 80 Fahrenheit, it's like it's quite warm. But if something's like 20 Fahrenheit, it's like 20% warm. So it's like pretty cold.
No,
And
it's
kind
below
of-
freezing.
Yeah, it's cold. So it kind of makes, it's like a glass that's full.
What's
kind of
boiling?
thing. Well, he said if it was
212.
100 Fahrenheit, it would be really hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it's 20 Fahrenheit, it's really cold.
Yeah.
And if
Right.
it's 50, it's kind of like, yeah, fine.
It's pretty cold
Whatever.
still.
Well, anyway, okay, maybe that guy was a dickhead. I don't know, but that's That's what he told
50%.
me.
Yeah, I guess that. Honestly, that is not bad logic.
Yeah, it kind of made a lot more sense, and no one's ever been able to put that into perspective for me to actually understand, because obviously we've got
This was a genius.
Celsius. The guy's a genius.
Relayed this. This is incredible.
Yeah, good guy. Rubbish at pool though.
Billiards.
Fuck him then.
Is that what it's called here?
Oh, I thought that's what you called it.
No, it's pool.
What's billiards?
I think billiards is a different game. Billiards is when it's in a diamond.
We're thinking of snooker, man.
Oh, snooker.
You should have said snooker. that is a different
Real quick,
game.
are you a big darts guy?
Recently, yes.
Yeah.
I'm getting well into
Stephen
darts.
Bunting.
Yeah, bunting. Everyone's going bunting mental or whatever it is.
What's the 16-year-old kid's name?
Luke the Nuke?
Luke the Nuke.
Luke the Nuke. Well, obviously,
How did he get so good at darts if he can't even be in a pub? Or I guess it's the UK. You
Okay.
can start drinking at age
No,
10,
he
right?
is. He will have been in the pub like with his dad.
Right.
So all the good pubs don't allow children in, but obviously this little cunt was really good at darts. So he probably had
They're
a
like,
dartboard at home. They're
just
like-
let him go.
It's like having a dog that can do like a backflip. Do you know what I mean? It's like
Party trick.
Yeah, literally. Like, but except this is like some dad going in there with his kid and being like, "Hey, watch him
Show him what you can
get
do.
a bullseye." You know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, he's.
If my kid can throw a bullseye, you owe me a pint.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I can. Have you got kids?
No.
Yeah, you've got to start getting Project Luke the Nuke Littler. What is
Oh,
it?
absolutely.
You need to start getting Project Littler going because everyone's got
Littler?
Littler.
Little Hitler?
Well, yeah, I suppose if we were doing a little of Nazi portmanteau there, that would be that. But no, it's like, people talk about Project Mbappe.
Oh, right. You make your kid Mbappe.
Kylian
Yeah, yeah.
Mbappe. It's like obviously he was
Yeah.
super young, made loads of money. Luke the Nuke Littler.
So you're saying James should raise the next Hitler?
Yes,
That's what he's saying.
you need to raise the next Luke the Nuke Hitler. You got me. You got me falling over my tongue.
No.
Yeah, that guy, Luke the Nuke Littler. Get your kids chucking.
I'm on it. All right,
Yeah.
fit checked. Oh, you're sipping on some Orion beer
Yeah.
straight from Okinawa. What do you think?
It's nice.
Yeah, it's good, right?
Although
A crisp lager?
yeah, I need to know how you guys think about Miller High Life, the champagne of beers.
It's great.
It's a champagne of beers.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, because that's my favorite thing.
You can't get it in the UK.
Nope, never had it. And
They don't import it?
No, not anywhere I've seen. And I only clocked it because I've been watching The Holdovers. You know, the Paul Giamatti, Dominic Sessa.
Great
film.
movie.
And in that film, they're like in the bar.
Yep.
And the guy's like, "Oh, can I have a Miller High Life? It's the champagne
Right,
of
right,
beers."
right,
And I
right.
was like, "What's this?" And then I saw they had it, and I didn't realize that that's
You'd
the-
never had it before.
I'd never had it before. I didn't realize that was the slogan.
Yeah.
That's actually what it says on the thing.
Mhm.
And I've been drinking copious amounts of that since I've been here.
You
And-
like it?
Yeah, I do. I really like it.
Get some in duty free. Bring it back.
Yeah,
Introduce, colonize the UK with it.
Someone needs to do something about it. I've had Miller beer in the UK.
Miller Lite?
I don't know what it was. It was like a brown bottle Miller one. It
don't
wasn't particularly good. And obviously Bud Light's fucking whack. So that's in
Terrible.
the UK.
It's too woke.
I don't like that at all. Yeah, I've heard that's a thing over here, but I
As
just
a,
think
Brit,
it's
as a
shit.
Brit, can you confirm or deny, is splitting the G corny?
Yeah.
It is.
Thank you.
Yeah, just fucking drink a pint of Guinness.
Yep,
Splitting the
there it
cheese.
is.
It's
Why do you think Americans are obsessed with it right now?
Because it enables binge drinking.
Okay. I didn't ask
there
you.
is that. We're pretty good at that over in the UK, but
You
Yeah, you
invented
don't
it.
need that. You don't need
Well, the Irish
Yeah.
invented
You don't need games for that.
no. Well, I think this is the thing. I think that it does introduce an element of activity to going to the pub or going to a bar. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, let's see who can split the G. But actually, none of my friends are total penises, so we don't do that. That's not really that's not the done thing.
Total penises.
Total penises, yeah. Because if you do, like you see it a lot in London. There's a pub called the Devonshire. Have you heard about this
No.
place? And it's owned by this Irish guy, and it's meant to be the best. I mean, everywhere in London. Oh, it's the best pint of Guinness in London. It's right, Guinness is good in Dublin because it's fresh. Guinness in London is slightly less fresh, but then there's something to do with like the nitrogen in the fucking
Right.
tanks. It's
Mhm.
all a load of shit. I don't care. Like there's shit Guinness and then there's good Guinness, and a shit Guinness, a bit like pizza, is still fine.
Like sex, like pizza,
Sex,
like Guinness.
pizza,
Yeah.
Guinness, same fucking thing. Have all three at the same time.
Whoa.
You got yourself a party.
Yeah, now that's a creamer.
That's New Year's Eve.
All right, speaking of pizza, fit check, drink check complete. Let's get into your trip here and your week of binge eating and
Yeah.
seemingly binge drinking.
There has
What have been the
been
food highlights of your time here in New York City?
Frenchette.
Mm.
Frenchette is one of my favorite restaurants, potentially in the world,
Pricey.
maybe. Yeah,
Really?
It's
Wow.
expensive, but like, it's good.
Did you ball out? Did you get like 2 of everything?
There was 6 of us. So, and also the portions are so big in so many places here compared to what they are in the UK.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's America for you,
Yeah,
baby.
America. But so basically that was nice. Just ordered like a few things.
Wait,
shared.
speaking of portions, did you follow along like right before you got here? There were these 4 Mancunian legends, these like Essex girls and gays that were in New York City, and they hit up every single fast food
were they
establishment.
Mancunian or were they from Essex?
Same shit. They were consuming about 10,000 calories a day. They were hitting like Chick-fil-A, Wingstop.
Oh fuck!
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the proper Whoppers. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did see that because my girlfriend was showing me
Self-described big fat lazos.
Yeah.
Proper Whopper.
I don't want to fat shame anyone because I don't think that's
it's
not
cool.
like a
We
nice
can do
thing to
whatever we
do.
want
But seriously,
They were eating a lot.
like also, why go anywhere and eat if you're into food, which these guys clearly are? Why go anywhere and eat food that you can have in the UK?
You can't get Chipotle in the UK.
It's not
Yes,
the
you
same,
can.
but it's also not the same menu. dude.
Chipotle you can get in the UK, Wingstop you can get in the UK, McDonald's,
Chick-fil-A,
KFC,
Raising Cane's.
There's no Raising Cane's. Raising
See?
Cane's there is not.
Crumble.
But- what's that?
Crumble.
Does it do apple crumble?
No, they do cakes
Cookies.
that are actually cookies that are actually cakes.
Okay, that sounds nice, but no, you can't get that in the UK.
It's
But a
not
lot
good.
of where they went, it's like, look, there's a lot of fast food restaurants in the UK that are obviously very, very inspired by US fast food restaurants.
Can I say though, I've never been more craving like the place. They did an incredible job of selling the places that they went to.
Okay.
And I've never been more like tempted to just order like a shitload of Wingstop and just eat a tub of ranch in bed.
I think Wingstop. There's one on my road. I live in Dalston, and in
What's your address?
I'll tell you my exact postcode
Mhm.
immediately after.
Okay.
You can come around for dinner.
For Wingstop.
Supper. Yeah, well, yeah, there's a Wingstop like literally just up the road, and the ranch from there, because ranch isn't really a thing in the UK,
Right.
but Wingstop, obviously fried chicken's a fucking thing in the UK. KFC's been in the UK for ages, but like, well, it's inspired by America, of course, but like it's fried chicken. You're frying chicken. Ranch, wow.
Ranch.
A ranch.
You fuck with ranch.
I fuck with ranch heavily.
Well, Wingstop, I think, has, for all intents and purposes, the best ranch.
I
their ranch is
100%
goated.
agree.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it's incredible, and we don't really get that at all in the UK. Like, I like mayo. I'm a mayo guy.
Not the same thing.
It's so not the
we
same
are
thing.
white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty spicy, but I can handle it.
So wait, if you go into a grocery store in the UK, you can't get a bottle of Hidden Valley Ranch. Like
Nope.
that
No,
no one eats that.
Actually, I think you can get the one that's like salad dressing.
Well, that's what
than-
ranch is.
No,
salad
but
dressing.
like, you know, the one that's like slightly more vinegary. Like it will say
It's runny
Yeah, it's more runny
than
yeah,
a dip.
Than a dip, exactly. It's not like creamy, and it wouldn't stick to a wing.
less like a condiment and more like a dressing.
Exactly that.
I think
yeah.
the one guy, the big gay guy with glasses, because there was another guy that I think was the
Elton
boyfriend.
John.
No, absolute unit.
Yes.
Who's that guy?
Big gay guy.
Sir,
He,
Sir
no.
Elton John.
He had
Sorry,
some
Sarah
ranch
Elton,
and he
yeah.
legit just fell over. He's like, "Oh, it's fucking hev." And he just fell
Yeah.
over.
No, it is. I do think that Wingstop Ranch specifically.
It's
Are you
the
gonna-
same menu?
Why don't you collaborate with those guys?
I would like to.
Yeah.
And, is Rick Ross? Rick Ross is
Yes,
involved
he
in
owns
Wingstop.
a bunch of franchises.
No, not
Yeah.
Wingstop. Why don't you collaborate with the 4 Mancunian legends that were here?
I don't think we'd get on.
Okay. All right.
You're homophobic, obviously.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
They wouldn't want to go to
Fat
French. They want to go
phobic,
to Macca's and
I'm a snob when it comes to like food content.
Okay.
It's like there's people that go and they eat, you know,
Mukbang.
There's like mukbang stuff's fine. It's been a thing for ages, but like when it's like pure like gluttony and like people filming themselves with like just shit around their face, like they're stuffing their faces.
I don't know, man. Their joy was pretty contagious.
Well, look, that's fine, but for me, I'm watching that and I'm feeling like I've been caught by a sickness bug.
Who are the food content creators you actually follow and fuck with?
There's a guy in America called Chuck Cruz.
Not
And
familiar.
he has him and his girlfriend. I think her name's Haley. They're really, really good. I think they're in Long Island.
Okay.
I'm not sure. But he's really good. He's got a really interesting like style of cooking. I think he's great. There's a guy called Ben Lippett in the UK.
And do you follow cooks versus like reviewers?
Yeah, I mean,
more so.
yeah, I guess so. Like people that are like making recipe content. But I
Right.
think also now it's like you kind of have to do a bit of everything. Like I'll do a bit of travel stuff.
Yeah.
But I think that's more.
But no mukbangs. No ASMR.
No, I do sometimes be like, oh, I'll eat. Never ASMR actually, because again that creeps me out. Exactly. That's that.
I love it. Is that weird that I love
Hang
that
on.
shit? I don't know. It's just I'm into it, dude. I don't know. That was gross, dude.
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking gross.
Well, yeah, okay, touche.
Yeah, it's not for me the ASMR stuff, but like there's a guy called Sam's Eats. He's really really big on TikTok and I think Instagram. He does like ASMR cooking stuff, but it's like more like the sound of the knife,
The
kind of-
sizzling of
yeah,
the
and
garlic.
that's quite cool. And like
You fuck with Food God?
who's that?
Jonathan Echabon?
I don't know this one.
Kim Kardashian's bestie.
Oh,
Echabon?
oh wait,
Right?
is he,
Shabon.
Shabon.
is he the fuck? He's been on like loads of British reality TV.
Yeah, he was in
Yeah.
the Villain House or whatever.
Yeah,
Or Big
Brother.
Yeah, yeah,
Villain
yeah, yeah,
House.
yeah.
Is that what it's
That's
called?
the
in
American
US?
name.
Is it?
No.
Well, it would make fucking sense.
Yeah, we
I
should
think there's
create a
a-
reality show called Villain House.
There is.
That's fire.
There absolutely is. There absolutely
Well,
is.
to be fair, if the concept for a TV show
Traitors.
is getting some of the worst fucking people in the
Yeah,
world
and
and
just
sticking
throw
them in a
them
house,
Uh-huh.
Villain House is a more fitting name than Big Fucking Brother.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
House of Villains.
Sorry.
House of Villains. Okay,
Semantics.
yeah. No, I
Villain
don't.
House of Slayers, though.
I don't. Does he do like food stuff then?
He does like
Eh.
yo, look at this gluttonous ass donut. You know, like that's covered in pizzas or whatever.
I think. Yeah, I think also the gluttony stuff is bigger in the US than it is.
Oh.
And there's a few creators in the UK that are doing it now, and they're doing very well by basically, you know, putting themselves in a position where they're gonna need to get on a Zempic or something. Like, you know, it's not looking good for them. But
Right.
you know, it is what it
Whoppers.
is. Whoppers. Exactly.
Real quick though, besides Frenchette, where else have you
Oh.
visited that?
We did Four Horsemen on New Year's Eve.
Classic.
Great
So good.
Always hits.
Again, went there last year. So yeah, obviously last year I
Was James Murphy there?
he was upstairs genuinely having a party, and there were these guys that came down from this party. We were outside having a cigarette, and they were like this Danish couple.
A fag.
Sorry, yeah. No, I didn't want to offend anyone. But yeah,
cool.
they,
You're here so we can say it.
Oh right, yeah, nice. Oh, it gives you the pass, I suppose. Yeah. So I'm outside having a fag, and there's this Danish couple that come downstairs. We're like, oh, there's a party upstairs. Oh, do you know this is the guy from LCD Sound Systems restaurant? And we're like, yeah, we know.
No doy.
And they're like, oh, he's upstairs at this party. And I was like, no way, a Daft Punk playing. And he was like, and they were like, what?
Oh, they didn't get it.
Didn't get it. And I was like, wait, are all his friends there? And they were like, like literally, like both of them completely like dead faced. And I was just like, I literally just
Fake fans.
I threw my fag down on the ground. I went inside. I carried on having a delicious dinner.
Yo,
And it
I
was-
applaud you on that that's pretty good. That's a good bit.
It was, yeah. I mean, but the fucking food there, man, is so good.
Yeah.
And the chef, the reason we went is because I thought it'd be a real bitch to get anywhere for New Year's Eve. Obviously, it's busy time.
Yeah.
And last year when I was here and I was really ill and I couldn't eat anywhere, I did manage to go and like try and eat like a little bit. That I was with my girlfriend and there was a pork chop on the menu, and I was like, if I eat that, I'm pooing myself in
Worth it.
in this restaurant. No. I was like, I can't risk that. It will be embarrassing. I'll be upset. But I posted about it, and then the chef messaged me, and I was like, oh, great. This guy follows me. So maybe I can, and his name's Nick, lovely man. And I was like, fuck, this means that we actually have somewhere to go on New Year's Eve, which was nice because I did think it was going to be a bit difficult to.
Yeah.
Because people in New York like sell reservations.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
For New Year's
yeah.
Eve,
Well, that's
For what?
in,
For,
Oh, you
in,
mean
in New
general.
York.
I've been
In New
reading
York, they
about
just signed a
this.
law that's
Oh,
trying to combat it. But
oh, good. Oh, good. Because
But, yeah. But that's for like Carbone and like the
Okay.
grill and like fucking hypey
really high end kind of stuff.
Even high end, just
hyped.
hypey shit.
You went to the Commodore, right?
The Commodore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
Ooh,
have
how's that
the
hot
chicken
breast?
Sammy?
I had the hot breast and just some nachos, and I just love that place.
Yeah.
I saw that place on
Banger.
an episode of Munchies, like the Vice thing,
Mhm.
Chef's Night Out or whatever it was, and obviously it was like 15 years ago or something. It was like this big geezer from Williamsburg with glasses, and he was a chef, and I saw him there. He was saying how it was great, and then we wanted to go last year but didn't have the time, and it was the first, literally the day we got here, we were like, oh, we're a bit peckish. Went in there like 3:00. Great. Dingy,
Yeah.
those fucking what are the drinks, the pina coladas.
Yes, sir.
Wow, I love it. I
Yeah.
like a place. We did
I think that's the only bar I still go to in my 30s that I was going to in my 20s.
really.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm good with that. I mean, also like I think in the UK there's a couple of things I fucking love about the differences between like New York and London, and I think it is more New York and London than America and the UK. Because
What are those differences? What are those like biggest
pubs,
differences?
Pubs,
Right.
obviously, huge thing in the UK. In
We love
London,
pubs.
massive. Everyone loves a pub, but we don't have dive bars.
Mm.
You know, like pubs that we have in the UK. Like you don't have a jukebox. Like you don't normally.
okay.
You don't normally have like a fucking dirty pool table.
Yeah.
You know, you just have maybe a darts board.
Yeah.
But like, and it's not like dimly lit, and you know, there's not someone that fucking hates you serving you beers.
So a dive bar is a novelty to you? Like, in a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
way?
exactly. But obviously, there's one on every corner around here.
Mhm.
In the same way that there's one up, there's a pub on every corner, and
You
you
got
don't.
one around the corner, Magician.
Well, we shall go there,
Do you not?
perhaps.
Does anyone try to like make a dive bar in London, or is it too much like a Disneyland type thing
yeah,
where it's like
again,
not real?
Do you have pubs here
Yeah.
where they try and like do like a British pub?
Oh, they don't
Yeah,
try. It's
yes,
normally
but they
Brits that come
don't.
here.
But they
Okay.
they
Yeah.
don't hit.
Yeah, because
They
I've
do not hit.
That's not fair.
They don't
There's some
hit.
good ones.
Name some.
Brooklyn Public House in Fort Greene.
stupid name. It
Hartley's.
should be called the Fart and Swan.
Well, they're okay, whatever. You're fucking farting on me over here. I'm trying to. Anyway, whatever. We can move on. There's some good pubs in New York.
Okay, but
Just like there's got to be,
But it doesn't
one,
feel like you're sitting in like an old guy's living room, like the way they
yeah,
do in the
okay,
UK.
exactly. I've never seen a good dive bar in London.
Okay.
I don't think they exist in London, and I think that again, like you say, like Disney World, it would be too much of a novelty to
Yeah.
have like a really.
I think that the New York ones are apples and oranges. I don't think like you get the same feeling as sitting
That's
in one
fair.
here
I mean,
as you
it's-
do in London.
Right. Okay.
Is there anything about American cuisine that still fucking confuses the shit out of you?
The tipping thing.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, we do it.
Yeah.
We do it
We
here.
don't pay our service workers living wage.
Okay,
or
so
salary.
that is fucked. Obviously,
Yes.
you know, there's a lot. We don't need to get into the sort of the political.
No.
You know, and the
What are your thoughts on the H-1B
economy-
visas?
Sorry.
What are your thoughts on the H-1B visas? I'm
What's
kidding.
that?
I'm kidding.
Listen, I'm on an Esther, all right? I'm going home, I promise. I think the tipping situation is bizarre in terms of if you go to anywhere in the world that I've been, you know, like some places don't tip at all.
Right.
In the UK, 90% of restaurants, especially in London, have service included,
Yeah.
which means that everyone can get paid a fair wage
Yeah.
and you might be paying a little bit extra, but it saves any confusion at the end. And
On the menu items there, it's like upcharged.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't want to name names of restaurants, but as I said, there was a weird situation on this trip where splitting the bill at the end and the way that, you know, dividing the tip up at the end was just, it made the whole experience like fucking confusing and just like, you know, like I'm very clearly not American. Like if someone just explained to me like, okay, look, this is how we want to do it, rather than making it seem like we were being really difficult,
Mhm.
that would be,
They blamed you.
yeah. It felt
Silly Brits.
Yeah, it felt a little bit like that. And, you know, obviously,
Well, it's because xenophobia is on the rise in America. That's what it
well,
is.
I have heard.
Yeah.
I have heard.
We're
But
so back.
yeah, it's making a comeback in a
Yeah.
big way. They thought it was over,
Yeah.
but it wasn't. But yeah,
So tipping, so like the business organizational side of the industry.
I just think like if you go to a place and it's clear that, well, look, when you get the bill, someone should say, look, here's how the tipping system works. Because I don't think it's very, very obvious. Like in
What? A lot of them
because
do. A
what I'm
lot of
saying-
them now do the calculations for you. Where it's
Yeah.
like
right.
20, 25, 30%, and then what the total would
should
be.
It should be just explained in a way. When you're in London, it doesn't fucking matter. Like anywhere I've been, anywhere in the world other than America has been, you leave like 20 quid on the table, or services included, or
Right.
you say, can we leave a tip? Whereas in America, obviously the people aren't getting paid fairly, which is a different problem.
Mhm.
But it does make, especially when someone's very clearly a tourist, it
Right.
makes it quite a difficult. Like I was
We
trying to
think
think
they should explain the concept.
I think the concept should be explained a little better because it's not that obvious to someone that's coming over from not America.
Just Google it, dude.
When
I
we-
have, and everywhere's got a different fucking approach.
When we're in London, like we go to a restaurant or go to a bar, whatever, and you go to set up the bill, not having a tip, I'm like, I feel like I'm getting away with a crime.
It's awesome.
Right,
dude. It's
okay,
so good.
yeah.
Honestly, everywhere in Europe. Italy,
I will
France.
usually leave a tip in London, like it was just a fucking tenner or something, even
Right.
if service is included, because I think if the service is really good, you should.
Yeah.
But that's the other thing. If you get fucking shit service somewhere in America and you don't want to leave a tip,
No,
and
you have.
don't,
No, you have. You always. You have.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But then if you leave like 10%, a couple of times, like you go to some fucking places and they go, here's what do you want, and you tell them what you want, and then they fucking charge you, and then all they've done is click fucking like that,
and they tip
and they turn the fucking thing around, and one of them says 35%, and they want a tip of fucking 50
This is
quid.
the coffee shop conundrum.
Fucked. It's so fucking stupid. Sorry, but like it is.
Entitled service workers, right?
Oh god.
Ugh.
No, but
You heard it here first. Will Hughes hates service
No,
workers.
because they're all polyamorous, so they have multiple partners they got to take care of. You know.
They have to get their hair dyed. That's expensive.
Yeah.
Blue hair dye is not cheap. You know.
blue hair dye is expensive.
No, yeah, exactly.
But I just think that.
But nothing about the food.
Yeah.
Look,
Not customs, but
I think that New York and London specifically are very, very similar in terms of like cuisine.
everyone's mean too.
A lot of people are quite mean
Yeah.
in the fancy, in the sort of cool restaurants.
Posh way.
The cool restaurants. Yeah, a little bit condescending, which is a shame.
But you
because-
like it.
Well, I like the food.
Okay.
I can tolerate a wanker if if the food's good. Do you know what I mean? And I think most of the pretty much all the food that I've had in New York has been really good. Because obviously
you've been playing the hits.
we've been playing the hits. Also, fucking chopped cheeses.
Oh, that you got
Oh,
one
yeah?
from a cart.
Yeah, there's outside the Williamsburg, the Hoxton,
Yeah.
and the Williamsburg. I suppose that's the hotel opposite, isn't it? There's like a green car. It's called like the bodega truck. The geezer in there just does chopped cheese sandwiches and like other stuff. But like the chopped cheese is clearly like not very good beef, not very good cheese, not very good onions,
Nope.
not very good roll. And then you eat it and it's a cacophony of just the most beautiful mouthful. It tastes like the
The
Big
sum
Mac,
is
but
greater than the parts.
so I love that so much. Like
Yeah.
it's something that under any circumstances when described should be shite. And then you have a bite of it and it's like this, I can't remember. I wish I got his name. It's the same guy every single day that we've been, and we've been a couple times.
Is it Ak?
It could be. I don't know.
Are you eating it when you're like fucking banged up a little?
No, we had it for breakfast.
Hell yeah.
Good chopped cheese for
Yeah, to be
breakfast.
fair, it wasn't much of a breakfast food, but also the other thing is I've spent a bit of time in Philadelphia, Chicago, and St. Louis, and obviously, like in
Why?
Philly, you've got. I weirdly end up doing a load of stuff with Major League Baseball.
That's why.
I don't know.
Are they? Is MLB trying to make a push in the UK?
They
like the
were
NFL?
trying to make a push in Europe, and I
luck.
hosted a show called Home Plate
Because it's dying here, so they want to make a
Is
push
it
over
dying
there.
here?
Oh yeah.
right. Well,
It's America's game, though.
It's America's favorite pastime, but that is what they say, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's America's
Yeah.
favorite pastime.
Oldest pastime.
Yeah,
So you go to like the ballparks and like eating fucking
so they
Franks and
Glizzies.
pretty much. But in the UK, they hosted the World Series like a couple of years ago, and it was the Cardinals versus the Cubs. So I was in St. Louis for a week, and then Chicago for a week filming some stuff. But last year I was in Philadelphia and then New York because it was Phillies versus the Mets playing in the UK. And when we were in New York, I had a chopped cheese like in Citi Field,
oh.
and it was
No.
not the best.
Not it.
I don't know if I'm.
So
still
I feel like City
under contract,
City Field
but-
is known for having, because it's a newer stadium, they have like
Yeah.
good food.
They're meant to have the best food out of any stadium,
Really?
including football and like basketball.
Well, they
in the whole of the
franchised a lot.
US.
They franchised a lot of like famous like
Yeah.
New York spots.
Yeah,
famous.
but in Philadelphia, I did go to a couple of places that did like proper.
You went to like the real.
Oh, you got cheesesteak.
Yeah, like cheese.
That's,
I mean,
that's different than chopped
Where'd you
cheese.
go?
well, I know they're different, but this is what I'm saying. When I was in New York, no one was like, "Oh, the chopped cheese is something you need to go try." We had like one day off, and that's where I went to Frenchette for the first time. Should have gone and fucking found a chopped cheese at this car because like I think the chopped cheese is way better than a Philly cheesesteak.
Really?
Yeah, I really do.
Where'd you get your Philly cheesesteak?
To be fair, I went to a place called Gino's in Philadelphia.
That's like
But-
one of the
Most
big three.
racist.
Yeah, it's one of the big three. But
It's the number one racist.
Do they call you the N word?
Is he racist?
I think is Gino's racist? I don't want to be rude.
or
but I think-
Pats? I don't know. One of them is really racist.
Well, first of all, it's Philly. They're all racist.
Hey, I've seen it always.
The best is Angelo's. The best is, but you gotta wait forever.
But I just love. I think the chopped cheese is a really, really good. So I fucking
You like that better than a Philly cheesesteak?
Yeah, I did genuinely. Although
Gino's is racist.
okay, Gino's is racist.
So we nailed
That's
it.
good. I met him. He was not racist to me, but I think it might be because I'm white. But anyway, in Philly, I had the roast pork.
Oh, that's the
And I
move.
think that
Broccoli
that's-
rabe.
Yeah, broccoli rabe, sharp provolone. I
Little
think that,
jus.
yeah, exactly. I
Mhm.
think that's the best sandwich in Philadelphia. But I think that's the only one that beats the chopped cheese for me as well. Like from American sandwiches that I've had. Like
And you got a roast pork sandwich from Federoff's Roast Pork.
we did get a roast pork sandwich from
It's
Federer.
the
Another
goat.
Williamsburg
And
institution.
It was really, really good. But the chopped cheese, That's the thing that I want to make when I get home. Like,
Oh yeah.
Oh, you should. Would you put a spin on it? You think like
Add some beans.
I'd stick some baked beans.
some Heinz? Just empty a fucking can of Heinz on that bitch.
I'll put fish and chips in it.
Some fucking brown sauce.
A bit of brown sauce. HP. Ours is a Parliament sauce. Lovely. Actually, to be fair, I think that would fucking slap. If you put a little bit of HP sauce.
You should do it. You should.
Yeah,
do it.
no, I definitely
And when you do,
will.
can you tag us?
Are you
in the comments?
are you getting inspired to like make shit at home? Because
Yeah. Well,
I saw that you were gonna try and recreate like the lamb burger with anchovies
Yeah.
from servos, right?
Mhm.
That was sick. That was so good. That I don't know. I mean, lamb and anchovies works. Like that's a thing, but
I didn't know that.
That was a really really.
That's a
good
well-known
burger.
combo.
I think if you
That's
know,
a
like-
little tip from servos for you.
Yeah. So I'll definitely be making something like that when I get back.
Do you
But-
travel to like get inspired to make recipes?
Yeah. I mean, I also with Christmas and shit. Like, I haven't really, apart from cooking on Christmas Day, I haven't really cooked for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And so now I'm feeling a little bit like I've been away and I've tried some
You
shit,
itching?
and
You
now
itching to hit the sticks?
I want to come back and cook some stuff.
Is British cuisine unfairly hated on it? And let me preface this by saying that like scrolling through your reels, it's like and it's like, what is British cuisine now, right? Because it's one of the most cosmopolitan cities in the world. It is has probably some of the best fusion, as corny as that phrase might be,
Yeah,
in the world or in the Western
Yeah.
world.
definitely.
And like when you're scrolling through what will he cook, it's a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
And it is kind of like borrowing from like all different parts of what the people that make up British culture now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'll cook whatever. I'll just, if I like something or if I'm inspired by something, I'll cook whatever. But British food as a whole now, I think people around the world don't consider the fact that like how anglicized like the food of immigrants that have come to the UK is. Like it's not like fusion, but it creates this own, like Chinese food in the UK.
Bosh!
Out
Yeah,
of,
Big John.
out of control.
It's
Dude,
yeah.
Have you chilled with Big John?
How about,
Did you eat with him?
I introduced him to a banh mi.
Oh wow.
He'd never had a banh
Was
mi
it
before.
Bosch?
He said it boshed.
Okay.
That's actually, you've used that incorrectly. It's
Oh,
it's
shit.
just I think it's just you can't say like did it Bosch.
It is.
You can't
Bosh.
say it's Bosch either.
Oh.
It's just like it's more of
Bosh.
like a feeling, isn't it? But yeah, he's
I
like,
give this five
Bosch.
Bosches.
5 Bosches. Yeah. Oh fuck.
5 big
Not
Bosches.
5 big Bosches. Is it a doom?
He
or
never had a
boom?
banh mi in his life.
He never had a banh mi in his life. Well,
So
he
not-
just because obviously like he's obsessed with Chinese food,
Right.
but it's very much like the anglicized Chinese food. Like I don't know
Right.
what you have like PF Chang's over here, don't you?
We have
Yeah.
well, first of all, American Chinese food is like
Yeah.
incredible.
Second only to Chinese food.
Okay, but yeah, exactly that. So like,
Top 2 and it's not 1.
yeah, but this is the thing. It's like when you want like Szechuan food,
Yeah.
like there's places for it. But in England, every fish and chip shop, well, not every fish and chip shop, but fucking loads of fish and chip shops will have Chinese food as well.
Okay.
So you can get both from each one. And usually they'd be run by like a Chinese family that are doing the fish and chips to like appeal to.
Of course.
But then some of the dishes that aren't really a thing in China, that are a thing in the UK,
Right.
but aren't even a thing in the US.
Right. Like what's an example? Do you have
Yeah.
one?
Well, like crispy chili beef, lemon chicken, like salt and pepper chips. That's the fucking main one.
Bro, there's a Chinese restaurant in Scotland
Right.
that's been popping up on my For You page.
yeah.
Where like the daughter walks in, she walks in like a fucking proper lad, and then she's like, "Oi, dad, let me get all curry chips with the fucking salt and pepper squid or whatever." And he's like makes it, and they're like a Chinese family, but they have a Scottish accent. It's all, and the food looks fucking incredible.
It's like, yeah, salt and pepper chips is such a weird one. Sorry, salt and pepper fries.
Right.
It's actually
Right.
salt and pepper fries.
Right.
French
French fries.
Salt and pepper French fries. Exactly. The French are getting involved.
Chips,
Jesus Christ.
crisps,
Yeah, chips,
Fries.
crisps, fries.
chips.
But it's
Yeah.
like, it's basically just like MSG, 5 spice,
Hell yeah.
onions, peppers, and like crispy, like chip shop style chips. So like fat, sort of like slightly soggy, but crispy as well.
Right.
And yeah.
When
they're-
done well.
They're but they're great, but it's not a thing that has come from anywhere other than
Right.
like Chinese
I mean, it's like Kung
immigrants.
Pao chicken here.
Yeah, exactly that. Like we don't really have, well, we do have Kung Pao, but I didn't really notice it for a while. I think Big John's been been getting, was it Kung Pao a bit bigger? We never used to order that. Like
He's putting it on.
where I was from.
Do you have a go-to chippy?
In London?
Yeah. No.
There's not really. I was having this conversation outside a bar the other night with this American guy, and he was like, "Oh," he was giving it all the big end.
Do your American accent.
He was like, "Oh, British food's so shit. I hate British food. It's disgusting. Fucking fish and chips. It's gross." And I had to be like, "Where did you have fish and chips?" And he was like, "Oh, well, I was in London." I was like, "Well, let me stop you there, then, you stupid prick. You're not gonna have good like most of the places that do fish and chips in London aren't going to be good fish and chips."
Really?
Well, because London's not that near the sea anyway.
Okay.
Like you want to go.
Good
The
point.
best fish and chips I've ever had in the UK.
Brighton?
Margate.
Oh.
But Brighton as well. Like
Yeah.
you'd expect like good fish and chips, but like Margate, there's a place called like Peter's Fish Factory or something.
Hell
And we
yeah.
had like fish chips and a fucking pickled egg, which again, that might be a British thing, and that is disgusting. But still,
What's the fucking, what is it? What did Denny Brown like? Monster Munch? Onion?
pickled onion monster munch.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are
we
bangers.
have good good snacks. I think like
Crisps.
Crisps. Exactly.
Oh, what's the it's obviously like
Scampi
the
fry.
no, like
Prawn
Lay's, like Lay's in America.
Walkers.
Walkers.
Yeah, Walkers
Sweet
crisp.
chili. What's that? What's the
Sweet chili sensation. Walker's sensations.
banger?
Yeah, they're really good. But
So
my
good.
personal favorite thing, it's funny we were talking about Guinness because like there's also this really cliched thing in London, especially where it's like Guinness and a bag of scampi fries. Have you
Yeah.
had scampi fries?
Yeah, they're great.
So good. Like genuinely probably one of the best.
They're too small. Like
They are, but if
a
they
packet
made,
is like this
if
big.
they made them bigger, then you'd eat too many.
I'd look like Big John.
Yeah, well, exactly.
What are your
A
favorite?
Whopper.
What are your favorite restaurants in London right now?
There's a few. I've got the guys from Mangal 2. If you've ever been, it's like a Turkish restaurant.
No.
I don't
There's
think so.
Mangal 1 and there's Mangal 2, and they're both Turkish restaurants. They're both around the corner from each other. One of them's a slightly more modern take on like Turkish food, basically.
Okay.
The other one's like great, but it's like it's lamb chops, it's like your esme salad and stuff, but it's quite like traditional. And they're both really, really good, and they're really near me. And the guys that run Mangal 2 especially are like fucking really, really nice guys. And there's a restaurant called Morcella, which is opened up beginning of 2024, which is just like Mediterranean, but the way it's like presented is really different to like what you'd get if you were like.
Do you care about presentation when you eat somewhere?
Not really, but if it's interesting and it makes it and elevates something.
Better IG pick too.
Yeah, I mean, if I find it annoying when you go to like a fancy restaurant and something's so like diddy and pretty, because I think that quite often it like sacrifices deliciousness, and I don't think that should be a thing that any restaurant
Shouldn't
is doing.
sacrifice that for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like never ever sacrifice something being fucking tasty to make it look pretty or cutesy or fucking Instagrammable.
If we went out to eat, are you
Yeah.
a phone eats first guy? Are you taking pics of
I
everything?
mean, yeah, if I can
Yeah.
take a picture of it and put it on my Instagram, I can stick it through the business. So fucking. take
Oh,
it.
I see. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So
You-
it's fucking economical.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait,
Okay.
is that true?
Fuck.
What's
maybe-
the tax
maybe
law
cut
like
that. I don't know.
Are you
I
sure
do-
about that?
I do that. Well, yeah, because also a lot. We were talking about like feeling inspired by shit. A lot
Yeah.
of it's like research and
Sure.
development, like which is sick. Like I know we were going to talk about like what the good things about being like a content creator and stuff are, but it's like if I go out to eat somewhere, like I am taking inspiration from that to then apply that to making
You're working.
stupid little cooking videos that do seem.
Don't
to be
call them stupid little cooking
how
videos.
well, they are a bit silly, aren't they? But some of them are.
That's why we love them.
Silly internet food guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, look, Larry and I, we love London. If any brands are listening right now, fly us out.
Please.
Let's do something. But if we're hitting the town with you for a day, when we're hitting the
Yeah.
town with you for a
We'll
day,
see you.
That will
what's the
happen.
agenda that you're putting together for us?
Whole day from start to finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Start the morning off with the chopped cheese.
Full fry up?
Full fry up. Well, I was going to say a place that Big John actually. I like that we're talking about John. Nice man. E. Polici in Bethnal Green.
Is it Chinese?
Yeah, it's like a proper East End cafe,
Okay.
and it's like but weirdly, it's like an Italian family that run it. So you get like Italian. They're Italian English. The Crays used to eat there.
Okay.
Like Ronnie and Reggie
Yeah.
Cray. Like.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, it's steeped in history, this place. It's been open for like 100 years or something, 130 years maybe. But
130 years?
It's been open a very, very long
Old
time.
country.
It's a proper like old school, like Italian immigrants moved to the UK. And now like you go in there, it's Nev and Anna and they're like proper, they talk like this, and they're like,
Peaky Blinders season 4.
No, that's Birmingham. Come on, can you do a Birmingham?
No,
accent?
Adrian Brody comes up
Dude,
Oh,
as that fucking
toothpick.
Yes,
the greasiest
that's exactly
wop
it.
ever on Peaky Blinders.
Came over here.
Yeah, no, I couldn't. I'm
Taking over your gin distillery.
I'm from like kind of near Birmingham, so the Birmingham accent to me is like,
What is it?
well, it triggers my fight or flight.
Fucking blinder.
What is it?
Picky
Birmingham.
fucking blinders.
Hello, from Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Oh, put
No, that's more Liverpool. You go to Liverpool mode. I feel like with
Now
the Beatles.
Liverpool's a bit more fucking
Oh,
big
yeah.
scouse like that. You got
Okay, all right, okay.
phlegm. Anyway, fucking E. Polici in the morning, and what
All
we'd
right.
get is if it was, let's say it was the three of us, maybe Mike Keys joining us,
Yeah.
maybe Daniel,
Danny, for
joining
sure.
us, maybe Jordan.
Well, do they have chicken nuggets on the menu? Because then Daniel will be there for show.
They definitely have chicken
All right, good.
nuggets. That boy,
Extra ranch.
That boy loves his chicken
nuggies.
nuggets, his nuggies.
Little
but
boy needs his nuggies.
he's gonna love listening to this, isn't he?
Why does he have the palate of a child?
Yeah, what's
Because
the
he's
deal?
a child.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever made him something fancy ish?
When I've done pop-ups, he's been to my pop-ups, but he's never eaten. I don't
Because
think
he's a
ever come
tasteful
round for
guy. You
dinner.
think it like
He wears lovely, lovely clothes.
Right.
And
he's a lovely boy.
And he is a lovely, lovely boy.
Beautiful
of course.
boy.
But we've been out for food a few times, and every time Danny and I have been out for food,
Mate, you have an hamburger.
he'll try everything, but he'll like it feels quite there's a friend of mine called Mike Bagnall, and he had a pop-up that he was doing.
You have a friend named Mike Bag and Mike Keys?
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
You guys
They need
sound
to
like
get
trouble.
together and feel all the
homies, dude.
it's a good time. But yeah, so he
met
did a
Keys.
pop-up. Mike Bagnall.
We never met
fucking-
Bag though.
He's also like British. He's Australian, but he's working in London. But he's like the one to watch. He's like 26 years old, and he's fucking unbelievable. And he did this scallop dish, and Danny. I don't know if Danny had many scallops before, but it was like a scallop with like a champagne beurre blanc and like trout roe on top of it.
Mm.
It was fucking unbelievable. Like it was so good. I think we had like 2 or 3 each, and Danny was just like, I thought he was gonna fucking spunk his pants. Like, they're like,
Oh, you liked
Because
it?
he'd never had a
he loved
scalp
it.
in
He
his
loved it.
life.
Well, I always. Oh, I love this. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's amazing. Like, yeah, no, he fucking.
That's a good Danny,
He
dude.
loved it. He loved it. But anyway, look, we're all going to E. Polici's. We're going to get the Big Bang Ciabatta.
Ooh.
Okay. We're going to get ham, egg, and chips. We're going to get one full English. We're going to get the Big Bang Ciabatta. We'll share that betwixt 6 of us because the portions are fucking huge. They take a leaf out of your book. They're very big portions
Yeah.
there. But the Big Bang Ciabatta is this sandwich, which is basically a chicken cutlet, pesto, and ragu
Ooh.
in a sandwich in a big ciabatta.
Ragu.
And mozzarella as well.
So it's a chicken parm with pesto.
It's essentially a chicken
Yeah.
parm with pesto, but
Fire.
also with fucking spaghetti. Well, not spaghetti, but with bolognese sauce in it. So it's great. And then
Delicious.
ham, egg, and chips. I think this is the other thing. How the fuck can you slag off English food when ham, egg, and chips exists? It's the best. Ham, egg,
People just
ham,
like
egg, and
make-
fries.
Oh, okay, yeah.
People just make fun of beans for breakfast. It's just,
Yeah, no, that is.
which are also delicious. By the
I
way.
like SpaghettiOs for breakfast, or as we call them, spaghetti hoops.
You made some fancy spaghetti hoops
Yeah.
in a reel,
Yes,
right?
I probably have. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I've done that. Yeah,
I scrolled back.
So like, what did I put
Few
on
times.
them? You've done a deep dive.
I don't know.
Hey, you're like that guy.
I didn't
hot
wa-
ones.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it.
That was Sean Evans.
Sean Evans. Yeah. So E. Polici's breakfast.
banger.
That's what we're doing. Then we shall go to the Dove on Broadway Market, which is a pub,
Okay.
a public house. I like that one very much.
Mhm.
We're gonna have to go for an early breakfast because lunch at Cafe Cecilia, which is just around the corner.
How many
from the
pints are we
Dove.
having at the pub?
I think 3 before lunch is probably
That's,
acceptable.
I like that. It's a little
Maybe
warm
sort
up.
of maybe sort of from midday to around 2 o'clock. So maybe 4 actually.
What do you guys drink when you're at breakfast, right? And you want a little bevy? What do you guys drink over there? Bloody Marys?
I
Mimosas?
mean, to be honest, I don't really drink with breakfast very often, but if I did and I was at a place like that, it would probably just be like a can of Stella.
Okay.
I think a
Just a
beer.
lager.
This is actually one thing that I was going to say about I don't know if this is an American thing or a New York thing. Again, it's a blurred line for me, but your bars open late, like they open till late, but they open really late. Like loads of places aren't open till like 3 or like 5.
Depends.
Yeah.
Well, that's like a staff.
If they have food or whatever, it depends.
Yeah,
Like, you know.
but I feel like a lot of the bars that we've been wanting to go to like haven't opened till like 3 or 5 when we've been wanting to go at like 1 p.m. and I don't know whether that's like mild alcoholism or.
So you're talking about
It's not, it ain't mild. It ain't mild, brother. It ain't mild.
No, well, it's it's just it's a weird.
No,
one.
that's like a
Whereas
cultural
they
thing.
open at like 11 a.m. in London,
Right.
and then
You gotta watch the
then-
footy.
Yeah, exactly. But then if it might be an 11 a.m. kickoff. I don't know. I'm not really into football, but they shut at 11 p.m. Whereas you guys have places that are open to like fucking 3, 4. And there's
if you're lucky.
loads of them, and I
Mhm.
think that's great.
It's beautiful.
But we don't have that in the UK. Anyway,
for Mike
lunch
Bags
at
and Mike
Cafe
Keys.
Cecilia. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Lunch at Cafe Cecilia. Then we shall take a walk up the canal.
Oh,
We shall
stroll.
a stroll. We shall go to the 3 companies. We might see Paul Mescal. He's always up there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's always
Just chilling?
running up and down the canal, getting in shape for his gladiator films.
Sure.
He's only been in the one, hasn't he? And it was shit. But anyway, so we'll go up there. There's a pub called the 3 Compasses. They have a darts board. We can do our
Nice.
best impressions of Luke the Nuke. Little.
Yeah. Chalk and cheese.
No, what does that mean?
You don't know what chalk and cheese means?
Wait, I said sorry. I didn't get the context of the.
It's a darts thing.
Is it?
I was once
Chalking cheese?
I was once watching darts, and the announcer's like, "Oh, it's like chalk and cheese."
Oh, I'm not the biggest. I don't watch it that
it means
much,
2 things
but-
that are very different.
Chalk
Yeah, no, I know.
and
I know.
cheese.
I
Chalk and
actually, I
cheese.
actually
Got
do know what it means,
Yeah.
but I didn't realize what it was in the context. I do apologize. Sorry,
okay.
that was.
Keep it going. What do
sorry,
we?
yeah, there, darts. Then we'll go to Mangal 1 or 2 for
Mhm.
Turkish at about 10 p.m.
Late dinner.
Yeah,
dinner.
because we've had
Spanish
breakfast and lunch
Sure. And pints.
Right.
and pints
and
So-
pies.
and-
What about pudding?
Ooh, spotted dick,
Yeah.
but not blood pudding. That's
Oh.
very different.
Right.
Are we going out after we eat at 10 p.m.?
Yeah, probably just a brickies, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
What's
The
your
layers,
What about do you have a late night like go to drunk food?
Yeah, I mean, when it's weird because again, like lots of places close like fairly. Like when you say late night, you mean like 4 a.m.
Or like I guess if a place closes at 11, maybe it could be 11:30.
Yeah,
Midnight.
Wingstop is a good one.
Yeah.
Like, when I get back, I do like a drunk McDonald's.
I was trying to find I think 2 times ago we were in the UK in London. I was trying to find a fucking what are you fucking like a gyro? No.
Oh, gyros. What like a
Doner kebab.
Doner kebab. I was trying to find a doner kebab spot that was open, and
Yeah.
there weren't really that many open. We were just
Yeah.
like working late. We weren't like out.
I don't
And
know
then-
what time they shut, but in Dalston, you have this weird thing where you like from Hoxton. Do you know where Danny lives? Like
Sure.
like
we went
geographically.
to his crib.
What's his
Yeah,
address?
like, imagine. Yeah, I'll give you his full.
Bunch
postcode
of discrimination
after this.
eating like a 7-Eleven
But
pizza.
on the road that he lives on. There's like near a Shoreditch, it's all Vietnamese restaurants,
Ooh.
and then as you get like further up, it's all Turkish restaurants.
Okay.
But they're all pretty good. Like, and they're all like a lot of them are pretty good, and it's like the best places you can get Vietnamese or Turkish food in
Right.
London. But a bit further up, there's a best Turkish kebab, and that's
Kebab.
Oh,
And it'd
bro,
be
the
like a
best
good-
late night food I ever had in London was Jamaican food.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah. The Jamaican, we do have good,
Yeah.
Caribbean,
Yeah,
Jamaican, like
amazing.
all that shit.
Yod man.
The best like Indian best
I'm not gonna
Indian
do
food,
that.
Indian and like African inspired shit, like or whatever.
Oh,
Not even inspired,
Indian food
The
in,
Indian
in
food
the
in
UK is
London
fucking
is out of
unmatched.
control.
I mean, I've not been to India, but I can imagine that there's
Yeah.
there's a couple of like really fucking fancy Michelin star Indian places in the UK. I've not
We
been
went
to
to
them.
some.
but-
What was the place we went to that was banging?
That was in Manny.
I was in Manchester.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
Manchester, Birmingham, London. Like the Indian food in the UK is fucking wildly good.
That's your reward for
Spot on.
just
Yeah.
enslaving them for
Yeah, I know.
centuries.
It's crazy. It's like we have the best, like the best multicultural food scene, and obviously
Right.
it all stems from some nastiness.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. What about
little bit
what
of
about being
nastiness.
hungover? What's your go-to?
Is
it the-
Vietnamese?
Oh, yeah? Banh mi?
Pho.
Pho, yeah.
Actually, there's a spot called Q that does a really, really good banh mi, but they also do like the 3 meats on rice thing. Fuck, it's so good.
Combo platter, baby.
Yeah.
3 meats.
3 meats. So it's like,
What are the
like,
meats?
What is it? Duck.
Oh.
Duck, pork. I think it's duck, pork, and
Shrimp.
no, I tell you what it is. It's crispy.
Land, air, sea.
It's crispy pork belly, char siu pork, and duck.
Damn.
I tried to go the other day, yesterday, to the really famous 3. There was such a fucking massive.
Fuck. The one on
one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Wafang. No.
Yes,
yeah,
I
Wafang
think
number
it is
1. Yeah.
that. We tried to go there. I'm not.
Is there
sure.
crazy
Crazy though
line?
is that there is such a line. It's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's worth waiting like more than like 30 minutes.
it's fast.
There's
It's
so,
fast.
but there's
Yeah.
so many other places that do that dish that are just as good.
Of
just
course.
not TikTok famous in all of
Right.
Chinatown.
I'd not seen it on TikTok. I literally just typed in 3 meats on rice because we went to Lao Zhang.
Mhm.
Is that what it's called?
The dim sum spot.
The spot that I put it on my Instagram story. I can't remember what it's called, but Lang Zhao. Not
Why are you
gonna
looking at
try
me?
and
Why aren't you
guess
looking at
anymore,
him?
but that was really good. They did dumplings, they did like peanut noodles, and it was a fucking nightmare trying to sit down. It was
Yeah.
really, really busy, but
Yeah.
it was great. So we'd
Mhm.
already eaten, but I wasn't going to queue for fucking
No, I get it.
30 minutes.
Besides-
for this place.
Besides just being a gourmand and a lover of the finer things in life, what's your favorite thing about working in food content creation?
The free food.
Yeah?
The free food.
Do you move in London like a food influencer? You get free dishes anywhere you go.
I mean, I think I know a lot of mates have got restaurants.
Right.
Like I don't know. I kind of like I like the hospitality industry like a bit more than I like the online food.
Yeah.
Well, one is
industry.
real and one is not real.
Yeah, kind of. And I think that like when I go to a mate's restaurant, like every now and again, there might be like a little freebie or whatever, which is nice. But
Do you feel pressure to post?
no.
Oh, we
No.
gotta ask you.
Do they hold it against you if you don't?
No, I mean, if I go somewhere and it's a good meal, I'll always post about it because I think you shouldn't gatekeep shit. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Also, if it's my
It's
mate's
like, yo, you
place-
guys heard about this place, St. John's?
Oh, fuck, yeah. Yeah, okay. St. John, I have a bad relationship with because of obviously the food poisoning.
Oh, I was not trying to bring that up at all. I was trying to think of the most famous restaurant in London.
Oh, yeah, no, that is the most famous restaurant in London and it made me
But they
shit
fucked you up?
myself for
Wow.
4 weeks.
Yeah.
Would I go back? Yes, because it's fucking
It's
good.
too rich. Shout out to St. John and
Yeah.
Drake's and
Yeah,
they
yeah,
do
they're
some
well
shit
in there
here.
with
It's cool
Drake's.
and we get invited. It's dope, but like it's too much.
It depends what you have. I mean, look, Bourdain said that his favorite meal, his favorite dish was the roasted bone marrow, sourdough toast, parsley salad. And I think that is genius, but you know, it made me shit myself for 4 weeks. So it's really hard to sort of
Worth it?
Right.
yeah, I don't know. No, definitely not on that occasion. But look, it's been a year now. I'd go back.
Okay.
I just won't eat the lamb's brains.
Settle something for us real quick, right? So you go to a friend's restaurant, right?
Yeah.
Would you rather have them send shit out that you're not even looking at the menu, they're just giving you shit that you didn't order, or would you rather specifically order what you want and have a little bit knocked off the bill?
I'd rather they just sent the stuff out.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. I trust. I'll eat anything. I will literally eat anything at any restaurant unless it's lamb's brains.
Mm.
Like, I'm sure it's going to be nice, and they know more about food than I do. The guys
That's
that
fair.
are cooking it, and I trust them.
That's a nice way of looking at
Yeah.
it.
Especially if they're like, if it is a mate's restaurant. Do you know what I mean?
We are of the opinion that we'd rather choose what we want and then
Okay.
maybe knock some shit
But
off.
I do understand it's like, okay, well, the chef is the master of this domain. Maybe they can like, put me onto something, or maybe they thought that I missed something, right? That they really want me to try whatever.
Well, I mean, normally what
But they just end up eating way too much.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what happens when I go somewhere because I'll be like, oh, I really want to try this. I really want to try this. My girlfriend's very much like, if we don't get this, I'll fucking be really upset, and then she just can't eat any of it because she gets really full because she's fucking tiny. But so I end up having to eat loads of it, and then one of my lovely friends
You
that
date a
might
big
be in
girl.
the kitchen might fucking.
You need to
send
date a
an
Whopper,
extra-
dude. Next.
Yeah,
I
why
need to
Yeah.
get
Shout out
into
your
chubby
girl, though.
chasing.
Shout out your
Yeah.
bird though.
Yeah. Big up Tegan. But yeah. Unfortunately, she's not a chubby lady that can eat loads. She's a very little Jewish lady and she can't put it away like it would be helpful if she could.
And you're clean plate club, excuse me. You like clean the plate.
I do think it's important to do so when you can. Also, we have this, like, I don't know if this is a thing in America, but like a lot of restaurants when you're a kid that you go to, if you had a clean plate, you get free ice cream.
What?
Like when you, like if
That
you're a
only,
child.
only in Disney World.
Right. Okay. But like pubs and stuff had that. I went to a restaurant once. There's like a really prestigious restaurant in London and it's really fucking good. And I was really excited to be there. And I was with my manager and the chef. I knew one of the chefs there. And then the head chef came out at the end of the meal and was like, "Oh, I trust you liked the food." And it was James Bond. And, I trust you. I trust you like the food. Oh, I don't know. Was he? Sean Connery's a bit more like, "Oh, I trust you like the food then."
I slept with my wife.
That's Borat.
That's Sean Connery.
Sean Connery as Borat as James Bond.
Yeah, nice. We're getting layers to this now. But yeah, basically, I was like, oh, I kind of did that thing where you go like, obviously all the plates were completely clean and empty, and the guy was like, "Did you like the food?" And I was like, "No, we hated it."
Oh, nice, dude. Hell yeah.
And then he was like, "Haha." I was like, "Oh,
Dad
that's a good
joke.
one. This guy's got a sense of humor." And then I went, "Actually, as you can see, we've got clean plates. Does that mean we get free ice cream?" The guy just went, "No." And I was like,
Just kidding.
I thought that was like a really obvious joke. And then he walked back to the kitchen. I was just sat there like, oh God, this
Fucking
guy thinks I'm a
dumbass.
Kill me.
penis.
Yeah.
I'm
Spotted
a
dick.
now.
Yeah.
Spotted dick.
Oh.
Do you have a least favorite thing about working in food content creation?
It's quite constant. That's the thing. I don't know if you guys have
You're in a
this.
prison of your own creation. A
little bit. Yeah.
What's the longest you've ever gone without like posting some shit?
Probably recently, like over Christmas, I've just
Yeah,
not
you've fallen
really-
off.
Yeah, I've lost quite a lot of followers.
Wait, really?
Yeah, like,
People unfollow because you're not
Bro,
posting.
I checked it the other day because I noticed that I'd gone like
Oh, never
down
check.
1. So I was
Okay.
on like something and 3, and then I was on something and 2. I was like, what's happened here? Christmas Day, Boxing Day, New Year's Eve. Loads of fucking drop off.
People want
Who
you
the
to put them like to make something like
Who the
for them.
fuck is? I don't know what people's reasoning is, but who fucking goes on their phone on Christmas Day or on like fucking no, not
Me.
on your phone, but like and goes, now's the time. Jesus' birthday.
Yeah,
I'm gonna-
time to
I'm gonna-
purge.
I'm going to unfollow this guy. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? That was a bit strange, but yeah, weird.
Okay.
So does
So
that bother you, or are you like, fuck, I need to like keep
I've
going?
got fucking loads of followers. I don't give a shit. I'm
Okay.
doing all right. there's, I'm still able to work with.
talk your shit, bro.
stuff, so.
Pop your shit.
How much shit do you have like locked? Do you just have like drafted?
I usually try and do like have like a lot. If I do a proper good working week of, I'm really, really hammering out. Like I do all my own editing still because
It shows.
It works.
That's a compliment.
No, where it works. I've got the system like with the voiceovers and shit
Right,
like
right.
that. It's kind of like that's how it.
Yeah. That's the brand.
That's exactly it. And it
Noir
doesn't really
papa.
work with noir papa noir. But it doesn't really work if anyone else does
Right.
the editing. And I've tried it before. So if I do like a really good week, I could probably get like 10 videos done.
What?
In a week.
So then how did you fucking brick it at the end of the year? You just had nothing saved? Nothing ready to go?
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's fucking December, it's Christmas, I'm not going to do anything.
You're like, I want to go on vacation.
yeah,
Like everyone
yeah,
else,
literally. And I was, so I just
How much
did
New York
that.
content are we going to see after you
A lot,
go home?
a
Yeah.
lot. Like I don't know, like a sandwich.
Loads.
A sandwich. I'm going to do one on sandwiches.
Fuck yeah.
Of just
One
like shit you've tried?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Just like I imagine the chopped cheese will be pretty top of the
Prominent.
list. But we did also go to Mission Sandwich Social in Williamsburg.
Oh,
Which
they're
is-
huge.
Yeah, really big, really big.
Do you do
and-
hot breast at Commodore, or is it too dark in there?
Oh, do you know what? I probably will do like an honorable mention, but it was very dark, and obviously I'm not the guy that goes out with a fucking ring light. So Tegan, put your flash on. I'm going to film this. Yeah, no, I didn't want to do that, but yeah, that actually we're going to go back there on the last day for brunch because obviously
Okay.
we're flying like in the evening
To
but-
go during the day so you have daylight.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, no, just to fucking eat, just because I really, really like it. But yeah, do one on pizza, one on Chinatown.
What was the best pizza you had? Can you spoil it for your followers right now?
I think I really, really liked Feeney.
Yeah. Really good.
Trump guy?
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Sorry.
So annoying.
I mean, this is
Allegedly.
I mean,
Oh,
this
do you know
is-
what? Fuck it. It is
They're
what it is.
Italian, dude. They all
Yeah,
are.
It
No,
is.
he's like a finance tech guy.
It is what I mean. Trump's fucking funny anyway, isn't he? I mean, like watch not
hilarious.
like him,
Big
not-
McDonald's guy.
but he's
Loves McDonald's.
at least he's interesting to watch. I mean, Keir Starmer that we have over in the UK is boring as fuck.
Mm.
Yeah, you
All
have
right,
to
so
explain
Feeney-
to us who that was.
Feeney-
earlier.
Feeney was good. I think La Industry is obviously very, very
Ooh.
good.
How long do you have to wait for that?
I didn't last year. I went last year on my last day, and it was good. But
Do you didn't have to wait this time around?
we didn't go
Okay.
Oh,
because
you
the
just-
queue was
oh.
fucking huge.
Bro, I was like in the neighborhood. It was like 2:30. I wanted the slice. I like walked by. I was like, the fuck.
Yeah, it
There's a
is
line?
good. It is good.
Yeah,
But again,
huge.
So this is the other thing, right? So I've been to New York 4 times. This is the 4th time. And the first time I came with school, the second time I was working, the third time I had food poisoning.
Mhm.
This is the only time that I've done it properly.
Yeah.
But I did get to go to the industry last year because it was on the last day. And I went to Aces, the Detroit place,
Yeah.
which was really nice. Paulie G's, I think, is good. Like the slice shop, I like that. It's.
Yeah.
But I thought,
Isn't he also
Trump guy? Also Trump guy.
bro? He's a fucking.
Have you got a picture? Prince Street Pizza, by the way. Also, fucking bad people.
I interviewed Paulie G for MLB, and we were doing everything about the Mets, and he's a massive Yankees fan, and he just kept on talking about the Yankees, and I was like, bro, we can't.
Classic Yankees
I was
fan.
like, we can't. Like
Yeah.
we briefed you at the beginning. Like he looks a bit like Martin Scorsese as well. He's got like the big glasses. But
I don't think he's a Trump guy for the record. I think he's more of
Right.
like a NIMBY guy. Like,
Okay.
like, don't tell me how to fucking run my restaurant. Or like
Right,
all
okay.
this red tape and regulations to run a restaurant. Like,
He's Italian.
it's driving me out of business.
I think they're the slice that they do that has the sesame all the way underneath it.
Yes.
The grandma slice
It's nice.
is good. Feeney, the lemon slice.
Oh, never had that.
The white based lemon slice. I thought that was really, really good. But this is the thing.
got to go to Chrissy's if you have time.
Yeah,
now that you have
my,
your crew
my boy
here.
Tom as well. He's mates with the guys that do Chrissy's.
Okay,
but
cool.
I don't think
We got to link you with Chrissy.
I'd love to. But is that a big queue spot as well?
No, but
Depends.
for you,
Yeah, well, this is the thing. I just fucking
And get a pie,
hate
baby.
queuing. Like I can't. Oh, it's
Has-
a full pie spot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Full
Has,
pie.
has TikTok
full pies, no slices.
has TikTok affected like eating out in restaurants in London the way it has in New York, where you
Yeah,
like
massively.
you can't just spontaneously go to a thing.
So
like you need to have a plan. Which
This is
fucking sucks.
exactly what I wanted to talk about. So Crisp Pizza in London. There's a gaff called Crisp Pizza. I lived for 5 years in West London where nothing was really happening, and then moved to East London like at the beginning of 2024. And there's a spot at a pub called the Chancellor's Arms by the river in Hammersmith.
Okay.
And this guy Carl he's perfected pizza. And I'm when I say that I mean
He's a British guy,
Yeah,
not
it's,
Italian.
It's better than any pizza.
Did you guys do Italy?
I've been to Italy.
No. Did the Brits do Italy the way you did
I
Spain?
don't think we did.
no.
No,
You did-
because
you did China,
Italy,
though.
Italy were running their own fucking thing,
Yeah.
weren't they? They had fucking
Fascism?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they invented fascism.
You did China, the
Yeah,
birthplace
we-
of pizza.
It's the birthplace. I'll give him the birthplace of dumplings and then
And noodles.
fucking-
Noodles, for sure.
Noodles, and how the Italians have now decided that obviously that they invented that with fucking.
Well, they're
was it
they're Italian after all.
tortellini and
Yeah.
whatever. Anyway, fuck the Italians. I've been. To,
Yeah, say it with your chest, bitch.
I've been to Italy. I've been to New York now. The worst pizza I've ever had is St. Louis style pizza.
What is that style?
It's fucking got Provel on it, which is like a weird cheese.
No, well,
it's fucked. It's horrible.
Provel works with certain toppings because
Provel can suck my ass. That was
Okay.
the worst pizza I've ever had.
Okay.
But this guy Carl in London,
Yeah.
it is by far the best pizza I have ever had in my life. Out of it, the industry was good, like really good.
You had scars right here.
Yes, we went yesterday. I did have
Oh,
a bite
okay.
of that. Very nice as well.
Yeah.
But when you guys are in London,
Really?
I will take
Carl's?
Portnoy. Don't fucking know much about him.
Sure.
But I know that he gave it like a fucking really, really good review when he was in London.
really
Really, I think he gave it like a 9 or something.
because he's so qualified to review pizza.
Well, he's
Obviously,
had a lot of pizza, hasn't he? So,
yeah.
I mean, hey, I don't know the guy.
Wow. So the best pizza.
This is the best pizza you've ever
This is
had
the
in
best pizza
London.
I've ever had, and it's not close.
Well, is it a
They-
New York style slice?
No,
or?
so they call it London style. So, yeah, I
That doesn't
know,
exist.
I know. You think that it doesn't exist.
What is it?
Well,
Was it-
London style.
Is it
There's
wet and soggy?
It's yeah,
Brown
like London,
sauce?
Exactly. Yeah, it's basically just full of baked beans.
Yeah.
Ooh, honestly,
and cheddar. No, it's
not bad.
it's sort of in between like a New York style pizza and a Neapolitan style pizza, and it's absolutely covered in parmesan. Like it's got loads and loads of parm on it, but it's so crispy on the bottom. It's so good. I can't speak higher enough of it. But with the TikTok thing, I know Carl a little bit. If I want to go there, like I'll say, can I come? And
Yeah.
he might say, save me a pie if there's like a week left or if it's like
Yeah,
a week
yeah,
away.
yeah.
But you go there and the queue is like fucked.
So it's
and
a
then-
big TikTok famous spot now.
Yeah.
Proper restaurant or just like
It's a pub.
Oh,
And is
It's
that
a
true?
pub with
Is,
a kitchen downstairs with just what they called.
does he have pizza oven downstairs?
Yeah,
Like what is
yeah,
he?
yeah,
Okay.
the-
is that true of a lot of places in London now, where it's like it blows up on TikTok and it's just impossible if you're just a regular guy just wanting a regular
I
bite?
mean, there are places like that. Like 95% of them I wouldn't go anyway.
Okay.
But that place, it's hard to
Impossible.
get reservations at some restaurants.
Right.
But the queue thing, people talk about fucking queuing in London and like how we're like really big queuers.
Well, you invented the word.
Well, yeah, but fucking
We say
hell.
line.
Also,
Yeah.
it's the stupidest word ever, isn't it? Queu. I don't even know.
Great Scrabble word.
How do you spell it? Yeah. Oh, it's a heavy
A
hit.
lot of points.
A lot of points. But yeah, I found in New York actually the queuing thing. There's a lot more of that going on.
Yeah,
For
I think.
everywhere.
Yeah, I
Fucking
think you're also here at a unique time,
Mm.
right? Right over the holidays, a lot of tourism.
Yeah.
Hence my man right here.
Hence
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
But like, having to queue you have to do it a little bit. It's becoming a worse thing. It's actually kind of worse with a lot of clothing stores. So in London, like there's a huge queue for Stussy every time.
Really?
Huge queue for Palace. Yeah, it's really weird. And then obviously, there's going to be a queue for Supreme in New York, but like,
Who queues here besides at Supreme and ALD?
Well, ALD now does like a digital.
bro, yeah,
Both
we
those
went
places,
there.
they do like a digital reservation.
I don't
so,
care
yeah.
about
right.
fucking ALD that much, but I wanted to go in because the store in London's paying, so I wanted to see the New York one. Like,
Yeah.
and they're nice in there. The clothes
It's
are
a
nice.
vibe.
It's
a
just
show.
you go in.
They got a
and
car.
What?
I think there's a car in there.
That's fucking cool.
I don't think there's a car
they've got
right
like
now.
a record thing downstairs in the London one. Like it's a nice shop. You want to go in and just have a look around.
Yeah.
Take it in.
Have a gander.
Have a gander, exactly. A little goosey gander. We had a little wander down the street and there was no queue outside it. And we were like, oh, cool. And then you get to the door and there's some bloke who's like, oh, it's a fucking 30-minute, put the thing in. It's like, oh, we got an online thing now. We'll text you in 30 minutes.
Get a
It's
slice of upside pizza and come back.
Text me in 30 minutes. I'm fucking 30 minutes away. Like, that's the fucking problem. Like,
Gone in 30 minutes.
Have you been able to do any? Have you been able to do any clothing shopping while you're here?
Actually, I went into a place called Leisure Centre.
Of course.
Yeah.
Shout out Frank
You
the
see
Mad
Frank? You
Dog.
see Frank the Mad Dog?
Met him, love him.
He's
Yeah.
the best.
Really, really nice guy.
You think he's British? Nah, dog. He's from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, well, he's got fucking. He's definitely got like
That's a fake
sort of-
accent. That's a
it's
fake accent.
It's a transatlantic
It's a
accent.
fake.
Yeah. He's from Baltimore.
Is he?
No. Oh, he's
Right,
British.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I thought. But, I don't know the guy very well. I just met him yesterday for like 20 minutes. And we had
I bet you guys got along great,
he
dude.
was really,
Swimmingly.
he was lovely. And I think
Yeah.
a few of my mates bought some
Leisure
stuff from
Centre.
there. Yeah, also, that's really funny because we were talking about how that's like such a thing in the UK. Like, Leisure Centre is like, do you know
What does it mean?
What is,
So it's like-
a
Strip club?
brothel?
It's like a leisure centre.
That's a
in
pleasure
the UK.
centre.
It's like we're talking like little towns in the middle of fucking nowhere. There'll be like a leisure centre and it will have like a swimming pool that stinks and you'll get verrucas in and like communal showers and then maybe like a little skate park outside it. Like that
Skate
is
park?
yeah, or like football, like soccer.
So it's a park.
so-
You just it's a park.
no, it's a huge building.
It's like a little community center.
It's
Oh, there it
basically
is.
It's
a
like
lot-
what Rishi was trying to remodel in Industry Season 3.
No, that
For
was
his-
a
for his
fucking.
that was
development.
his cricket pavilion.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a
yeah.
pavilion for
Sorry, no
sure.
spoilers. I don't know if
Yeah,
you're.
sorry.
I don't know
fuck.
if you're caught up on the Beeb yet.
I'm up to date with Industry. I think that's one of the better TV shows.
Better.
Number one.
It's the best.
It's
Number
great.
one.
It's great.
Is it over in the UK yet, or is it still going?
Yeah, no, it's finished.
Okay,
it's
good.
finished.
All right,
It's-
all right,
season 3 is finished. And
Yeah,
they're,
yeah.
they're doing season 4, I think.
Okay.
Which
Yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah.
They are.
Yeah. Bro.
Oh, is that out here?
No. Those are our
Yeah.
guys though.
No,
Okay,
that's-
so you hit-
are they?
They're writing it right now.
Yeah.
They're English, aren't they?
Yeah.
The guys that write
Mick
it.
and Con.
Yeah.
So you hit Leisure Centre.
Yeah. Leisure Centre was cool.
Did you buy anything? Like, see any cheapy?
I didn't. The people I was with bought some stuff, but there wasn't anything that I was like.
You went to
I
a
need this.
pickle and bookstore next to one of the
No,
best
we didn't
stores
go
in New
in.
York
We
City.
just walked past it. We just
But
didn't
right
look.
next door is one of the best stores in New York City, Colbo.
Didn't go there.
Good coffee too.
Oh no, we did go there. We did go to Colbo, yeah, and we got a coffee. But then
Yeah.
I was like, there was this shirt, and I was like, oh, that's really really nice. It was $370.
I mean, you got.
oh,
Hey, you
wasn't
get,
it- it wasn't
you
the
get
fr-
what you pay for there. Dude.
It wasn't
Yeah,
the
no,
throwing fit shirt.
It was nice. No, it wasn't.
That was $185.
Isn't it the red one?
Yeah.
That's fire. Yeah,
Can I ask you real
Thank you.
quick? Right now, as a Brit,
yeah.
is Stone Island whack?
I mean, Stone Island now is.
It's just
I think
massive.
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 It's so big. Isn't Stone Island Italian though? As
Yeah,
well?
yeah,
Like,
but I'm
it's
saying,
so-
but
it's too
terrace culture
It's
and
too
shit.
associated with terrace culture and like chavs basically.
Mm.
So like, I wouldn't really.
Fuck.
I would probably wear like. I'd wear Stone Island because some of the stuff they make is really really nice. It's a bit like CP as well. Like I recently bought a CP.
we're gogglesmen personally.
You are Gogglesmans.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I bought that big fucking green puffer, the CP one.
Yeah, banger.
The really, really green
Mhm,
one.
yeah.
Like an enormous.
You and like
Like the
100
slime,
other guys
like the
on Instagram.
slime one.
I haven't seen anyone else on Instagram. I'm very unique. thank
Wait,
you.
olive or slime? Like, is it like slime or olive?
It's like slime green.
Yeah.
Yeah, the really, really good. Is that a big thing in the US?
No, I
don't
just saw a
think so.
bunch of dudes. Maybe I'm thining of another jacket. Whatever.
Possibly. Anyway, I look like a big P wearing it, and I quite like that. I got that at the beginning of last year. But
P slang is $1, like a dollar. P.
it is, but I mean like the vegetable.
No, I know. I'm just
Oh, yeah,
asking you to
sorry.
clarify. Some
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, like someone would say, like, oh, that it was. If someone's like, oh, it was peas, that would be. It was really expensive. But I'm quite posh, so I probably wouldn't say, oh, it was peas,
right.
because
You're rich.
That would really sound like I was talking about vegetables.
Yeah.
It
It was Bart's Bays.
peas.
Cockney rhyme, baby.
Oh, is
Come on,
that
keep
a
up.
thing?
Yeah.
My favorite Cockney rhyming slang is Berkshire Hunt.
What? Cunt?
Is cunt.
Okay.
But it's funny because it sounds like it'd be quite posh. And my dad also, Berkshire Hunt gets shortened to Burke, which I think is really funny to call. So I'll go, oh, you fucking Burke. Like if someone's been a Burke.
Oh,
And
I like that.
My dad's been calling me a Burke since I was about 3.
Oh,
But obviously
now you know.
that means my father has been calling me a cunt since I was about 3. So that's
You
a
need to get
terrible shame.
circumcised. So you
I
just
do,
went for
I
it.
do. Yeah, I am circumcised. I wonder if, I think you might be.
I like that Burke. Yo, that's a good one. That for the audience to use to casually like diss someone that wouldn't know in America.
Call them
Yo,
a Burke.
You fucking Burke.
Yeah, Burke's good.
That's
Burke's
good.
good. Also, because it kind of sounds like a little bit like, oh, you Burke. But also,
Yeah.
you can be like, oh, you fucking Burke.
Well, it's like jerk, but with,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
but it's
exactly.
cunt.
Is Supreme on the rise in London?
Supreme. I mean, I think Supreme's always been. It definitely had its heyday in like 20. I think it's like 2012 to 20 like.
And they got
15.
ruined by the audience.
Yeah, people queuing again. The queues, the problem. People camping for it.
Resale culture.
I think Supreme. Yeah, resale culture's died now a bit.
Thank
Sure.
God.
With especially with like Supreme and Palace. I remember I used to be able to buy like a Palace t-shirt for whatever, like 35 quid, and then sell it for like 80, like a year and a half later.
You're a reseller?
Well, not like
not flipping
not
it.
like a big reseller, but like before I went to uni, so before I was like 18, like probably from like the age of like 16 to 18, like I'd occasionally buy like something from Palace. Well, never really anything from Supreme because it was really hard to get, and I don't think the website was very good back then. But then I'd go to uni, and then like if I needed like money to buy food or
Sure.
fucking go out or something, I'd be like, oh, I've got this Palace.
Shout out Lev. Shout out Palace. Great brand.
I think I once tried to. I went to a Palace Stella event, and I once tried to tell.
They did a collab. They did a collab with
Yeah,
so I went to the event.
yeah. That was I think it was the first one of the Sarah. I can't remember. It was the second one, I think. And I went to the fucking Blue Posts, which is that shit pub in Soho that like all the like. I think it's like all the Supreme and the Palace lot all drink out or whatever. And I think I was really fucked. And I went up to Lev Tanju and was like, I can get Tyson Fury wearing Palace because I
You know Tyson Fury?
Could you have?
So I used to do this. I was working quite closely with like this boxing company, and then
Okay.
I ended up interviewing a
Were you boys with the
boxer.
Gypsy King?
Well, no, but I was going to go up to Morecambe to interview him, and then it didn't happen.
Okay.
But that week that I went to that, I was meant to do it, so I very confidently went over, and then I fucking woke up the next day, and I think I'd asked him to message me. He messaged me on Instagram. I had this message. It was like, "Yo, it's Lev from Palace," and I was like, "Oh, yeah, I probably can't do that actually." Like, felt like a massive penis, but
Felt like a pea.
Like a Burke.
Felt like a total Burke.
Felt like a pea pushing pea.
But no, Supreme. I think in
I'm just wondering because, like, I don't know if now that the hordes have moved on, if now it's kind of like safer again for guys of a certain fucking frequency to start wearing it again.
It's still hard to. I mean, I've started wearing quite a bit more Supreme because I think that a lot, especially the last autumn winter stuff that. Well, this is from that, isn't it? But the last autumn winter stuff that they put out, I thought a lot of it was really really nice. There was that
They don't miss.
that leather shot one that with the fur collar.
Shot NYC.
Yeah. That one was
So it's a good collab every year. When
Yeah.
that collab was shot.
really really
Bangers.
nice. I mean, I think and also that puffer that I got, the one I was wearing.
Fear of a Black Planet.
What's that?
No, I'm kidding.
What is that?
Public
Enemy.
Enemy Supreme collaboration.
Oh, yeah, no.
More like Fear of a British
Could
Planet.
see you wearing that.
Nice
Do
try.
you know what?
We're not going back.
I think sometimes the Supreme collabs that they do, it's like, I'll be like, oh, that's really cool, but I don't know
The reference.
the reference. So I won't, like, if it's like,
Do you then research the reference?
yeah, I mean, I do, but then if I don't already know it, I kind of feel like I shouldn't buy this because this isn't really for me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the Frank Frazzetto, the like comic book, the Conan the Barbarian illustrator,
Mhm. Oh, the one they just did.
Oh my God, that jacket.
The all over print. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Sick.
jacket and the trousers. Because I like Skyrim. Like, I'm into fantasy shit, mainly Skyrim, not like,
That's a video game.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's the video.
We're
You
not
know-
we're not gamers.
Yeah, but you know how this is the podcast?
Skyrim's
That's
the game.
video
Oh, you mean
game.
this is the only podcast that matters? That's the only video game.
Skyrim is the
For me, that's
Skyrim
the-
is the throwing fits of gaming.
Yeah, if you want to call it that, that's what it is. Like that.
No,
is,
I know what Skyrim is.
Skyrim for me was like formative, like the best game that I ever played as a kid. I'm not even a gamer, but like I play that game probably like
Right.
once a year. I've got a fucking Switch. I play it on the flight. Like I'm
Okay.
obsessed with it, and I just thought that jacket was sick because it looked like something out of Skyrim.
Skyrim.
How much money do you
adjacent.
spend on clothing? Generally?
Probably quite a bit too
Yeah?
much. Yeah.
And is it all kind of in like the CP Supreme?
I've literally got one CP bit, and I like Supreme. I think Palace have been good the last few years as well. I think that they've put out some.
Does your audience like? You think there's a portion of them that find you or fuck with you because of your swag?
I think that there's definitely a few people that like message me and say, like, you know, where did you get that?
ID,
Yeah.
Yeah.
ID.
What's
Yeah.
that shirt that says Noah on it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
How many hats do you own?
Fucking loads.
Give us a number.
Caps, 60
Caps.
something.
Okay.
That's so many.
And then what about other? Do you find yourself like?
I do kind of collect them though. Like if I see a cap that I think's cool, and then I'll buy it, and then I'll like start hating the way it fits, and then I don't end up wearing it.
Well, you wear them in like you wear them like high up and like kind of down low on your face,
well,
right?
Different caps fit different
Okay.
ways, you know. Like,
Oh, yeah, brother.
yeah, you know, like it's
And do you find yourself delving into like more esoteric avant-garde headwear, like the fucking trapper hat
Yes.
that Larry saw you
oh,
at?
very much so.
the bar
Do you
last
know
night?
Milo Black
No.
from London? He's got this hat that he's put out a few of, and it's a trapper hat, but it's like fluffy and like it's got like the flaps, but you can like poke them up. And they look
Yeah.
Do you know the one I mean?
I think I've seen.
Is this what you were wearing
this.
literally last night?
Yeah, no, not that one. The trapper one that I was wearing was the Thames one.
Okay.
But
Oh,
this one's like very out there and like
How many-
fluffy.
How many balaclavas do you own?
2, 3 actually.
Roadman.
Yo, you
All
gotta
Thames,
get
all Thames
yourself
ones.
a true New York City shiesty while you're here.
Oh, what like a
It's just the ball. It's a balaclava which is but open. Right?
oh yes,
One
yes,
hole,
yes.
one hole.
I've seen Supreme do them quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a lot of headwear because I'm going grey.
Really?
Not going bold, which is nice, but going very, very grey. So
Because you're stressed with all these. It's
possibly
low stress recipes. I thought.
recipes, not recipes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's all these high intensity podcasts
I
I'm
know.
doing.
Right.
And
What's been your most popular recipe you've ever put out?
steak and chips,
Yeah.
Really?
fries. So, yeah, they steak. Because I think the nicest meals are just like one good protein, one good carb, and maybe like a salad. Do you know what I mean? And a sauce. And
Yeah.
I did one like, I mean, it was maybe like 2 years ago now, and it was just like a fucking huge Côte de Boeuf. I think you'd call that like a prime rib,
Yeah.
maybe. And it,
Fatty.
yeah, proper whopper, like really, really big one. And I just did that with like a peppercorn sauce and freezer fries because I didn't want to make my own. But
Freezer chips.
freezer chips.
That was a viral movie.
Crisps?
That one-
chips.
Yeah, that one did. Yeah, that one banged. And also the thing that was really
And how do you, is it by views? Like that's how you measure the success of a recipe?
I guess so. I don't have a lot of videos that have gone like viral.
Okay.
I think there's probably been like 4 proper,
Really?
proper like above
Like a million?
Yeah,
Only 4?
probably. Like it's weird. I get ones that do really, really well, but they don't really touch a million.
You're
Mm.
consistent.
Yeah. I mean, I post, but this is the other thing. It's like I used to cook stuff that was like, oh, I'm trying to do a recipe that will do well on the internet.
Right.
Got really bored of cooking and then was like, I'm going to cook my lunch every day and my dinner every day. I'm going to film it and I'm going to fucking make that into silly little videos. And some of them will bang and some of them won't bang. And it will keep me consistent, but it also won't make me hate cooking.
Right.
Because what would be the point in doing it if I didn't enjoy it anymore? And I did try and do that where I'd like cook 4 recipes in a day and like shoot all day. And it just I stopped finding it fun for a bit. And I've been doing it for like 5 years now, I guess. But I think the way that I've got the routine that I've got myself into now, it's kind of like, that feels natural,
Right.
and being able to do travel stuff as well. That's really fun because
Yeah.
obviously everyone wants to feel a little bit like Anthony Bourdain sometimes.
Well,
Mhm.
if steak does really well, typically,
Mm.
what's like something you're always excited to put out, but it fucking bricks?
Fucking all of it, so much of it. Genuinely, like I don't know. Like sometimes I'll just like do like slightly jazzed up like ramen noodles, like packet ramen.
Mhm.
I always think because that's a sick thing to be able to do. Like I don't make like content recipe videos for it's meant to be stuff that you can make.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like that.
Recipes, not recipes.
I'm not a chef. I've not trained in cooking. I just cook because I like cooking. So
Yeah.
it's all kind of just like, if I can make it, then anyone else can fucking make it. And like, sometimes I'll make something that could probably be like restaurant standard. Other times I'll make something that restaurant people might look at and go, what the fuck is that? But I don't really give a shit. Like it's
Fuck
just
is peanut butter udon?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That
Honestly, that looks delicious.
that recipe I posted fairly recently had been sat in my drafts for like, I don't know, 4 months. Because I was like, that one's not going to do very well. I'll just wait and post a better one and post a better one and
How'd
post
it
a better
do?
one. Not very well.
Okay.
But delicious. Like literally peanut butter, soy sauce, maybe like some Chinese vinegar, chili oil, bit of water, noodles. Done.
Peanut noodles, classic.
Easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
Easy.
Like, and then
Delicious.
fucking kimchi on top of it. Like
Ooh.
that's it. That's a meal. That's lunch.
Yeah.
That's
Some
good.
Sprunions.
Some sprunions on there.
Sprunions.
Maybe I don't know.
Do you know who your most famous follower is?
Do you?
No, we don't.
No, we're asking you.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe like Niall Horan follows me
What
from
is that?
One Direction,
Oh,
Mm.
which is pretty cool. Oh, you guys don't know Davina McCall, do you?
no.
She
No.
hosts Big Brother in the UK, or used to host Big Brother in the UK.
Villain House.
Villain House, exactly. Yeah, Davina.
Does Brooklyn Beckham follow you? Noted chef Brooklyn Beckham.
I don't think I've.
He's put out
been-
hot sauces, right? That was his whole thing.
Yeah, I don't think.
He's like a chef influencer guy.
I don't think I've been lucky enough for Brooklyn Beckham to grace me with his follow. But yeah, no, I don't really know.
Besides nepo babies becoming food content creators
Yeah.
and just deeming themselves chefs a la
Yeah.
Brooklyn, are there any trends in the food world that you would love to see absolutely come to a screeching halt?
Let me see if I wrote anything in my notes page.
Oh,
I did prepare.
oh.
Um,
I hope you're ready for the Mount Rushmore soups.
yeah, I fucking am ready for that.
That's the big,
I didn't
big
know you were
debate.
going to pose it like that, but that does seem the appropriate way to pose it.
If you even know what Mount
America.
Rushmore is.
Yeah,
as a
exactly.
brand.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean in America.
It's like the Stonehenge.
Does it exist?
I think so.
Wait, are you asking if Mount Rushmore exists?
No, that is actually, they are carved into the stone.
Yeah. On stolen land.
I thought it was like Richie Rich. I thought it was like in that film and it wasn't a real thing.
Are you kidding?
No,
For real?
for
no,
real.
It's
for
legit.
real? I didn't know it was a real thing.
But have you ever seen it zoomed out? It's just like that's it, and it's kind of pathetic looking, to be honest.
What?
It doesn't
Come
really
on,
look
look at
like
that.
Bro,
be there.
it's
yeah,
iconic, dude.
there was one food trend that made me like really, really, really angry, and it was when and it was a big thing in America. And actually, I see a lot of. Do you know that Chef Reacts guy on TikTok? He's like a American guy. He's a chef.
Oh, Chef Reacts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah, you did that one earlier. That was a good one. Yeah, he has slagged off this a lot, but it's when, and I think it's a lot of like, is white collar mum the right phrase?
Yeah, like suburban trad wife,
And
stay at
it's
home
like
moms.
they would put like pasta and stock, like chicken stock and like queso
Yeah.
dip
Ew.
and like bits of like ready cooked bacon or chicken or whatever, and they'd bake the pasta in like a tray. But there was this
Casserole kind of is what.
yeah, like fucking pasta a la casserole, which doesn't sound good at all, does it? But
Well, baked ziti is good.
well,
No, but
baked
they-
ziti is good, but this is like all
They do it in a
shit,
way that's like
canned-
fucking crazy.
canned shit,
Disgusting.
you know, all gone in. And there was a
Because it's like it's one, you just put all the ingredients together, you just cook it, and then you serve your family.
exactly.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm not like against like crock pot cooking,
yeah.
but this was just fucking stupid. And
You
there
need a
was-
one pan.
Oh, Drake. Nice. There was a
You're a fellow fan of combination.
no combination.
Combination.
Yeah,
you
I
are.
think that's one of the funniest things he's said.
Easily.
Yeah, because
And he said a bunch of funny things.
I mean he's come out with some stuff, but that was my personal favorite because it also gave me a good excuse to do a good Jamaican accent,
Right,
You
little
don't-
patois.
A little patois
Combination.
combination. Should we carry on with that?
No, we'll stop there.
Do another one. You got another?
Combination.
That was better.
Mm.
That was a
Well,
good one.
madness and badness.
Madness and badness.
Combination.
But okay, so these white collar suburban stay at home.
Yeah, there was a trend.
trad wife moms.
There was
I saw
hate
what
that.
they had a bundt cake mold, and she put steak, then chicken, then steak on top of it, and just like threw it in the
That
oven.
is fucking the kind of shit that pisses me off.
Yeah.
But
Vile.
the weirdest thing was when that made its way over to the UK and people were baking like feta with pasta and water and like tomato.
Oh, that was a viral.
Yeah, it
Viral
was
thing.
hugely viral, like
Yeah.
a baked feta thing.
I made
was
it.
just
I made it.
like,
Was it good?
Was good.
Was it good?
It was really good.
It's just, that annoyed me, and I'm someone that likes the idea of like cutting corners and keeping it simple in the kitchen. But that just seeing every cunt and their mum being like, "Oh, I'm making the viral feta pasta." I was just there, just fucking jabbing myself in the eyes, like, "No thanks." Yeah, that one can go.
But okay, is there anything you want to see more of? Collaboration.
Oh, I'll tell you actually one thing that I have noticed: OnlyFans girls have started doing cooking stuff in a big way, and it's obviously
Like
like
naked?
Sexy.
No. Well, maybe naked on their OnlyFans. I don't know, but they've started using OnlyFans to like using like cooking videos and Instagram to like promote their OnlyFans. So they'll be like wearing skimpy outfits, cooking stuff, and I'm a bit like that's probably
No, we need
not-
more. This is
They're
what we need more.
entrepreneurs.
No, I don't know about that. I think that's a
Oh.
bit. I'm not sure of the ethics of that. There are children on Instagram, they should.
Is
be
it
seeing that
safe
shit.
with like splattering oil and shit?
Well, exactly. There's that.
You gotta wear the
They
apron
should
of
be wearing aprons, gloves, protective eye gear.
You should start wearing the apron with the little,
little
David
dangle.
dick
I could
circumcised.
the circumcised spotted dick. Oh,
Yeah.
I was just I've just remembered we started this podcast talking about my circumcised penis
For like
so-
17 minutes.
Wait, David, I think is uncircumcised.
Well,
You're right.
Dave-
He is.
David will have been
He would have
uncircumcised.
He's
I
on,
imagine.
that's a little uncircumcised boy penis.
Before they use soap
a
in
tiny,
brisses.
tiny toddler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now the question we've all been waiting for.
Let's go, baby.
What's on your Mount Rushmore of soups?
So this is top 4 unranked.
It's 4
Unranked.
unranked.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Pho, just like classic pho.
It counts.
Tonkotsu ramen.
That's not a soup.
That doesn't count.
Really?
It's
Nah.
soupy, but it's not soup.
Nah, it's so I
It's
think pho
literally-
is a soup and
it's literally a pork
ramen
broth.
is I mean it's debatable. I
Tonk-
think
but yeah.
Okay. I'll fuck that one off then. I like leek and potato.
Oh,
classic.
That's a real favorite of mine. I really, really, really like just a classic tomato.
Mhm.
Cream of tomato though, not tomato and basil. Tomato and basil's good, but cream of tomato.
With a grilled cheese or just on its own?
Always with a grilled cheese
Okay.
if you can.
With a cheesy toast.
With a cheesy toast.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, in the UK, like grilled cheese, that's really become that's a funny thing actually. Transatlantic thing, like cooking a grilled cheese in a pan in butter, flipping it over, pressing it down, like how you guys do over here. That was never really like a thing so much in the UK.
How do you make
just
them?
use a toasty,
Oh,
like
sure.
a press. Both good, but one of them probably a bit worse for you.
Yeah.
the one with butter.
but slightly more delicious.
Of course. Butter
yeah.
is life.
Yeah, that definitely.
Is that 3?
That's 3. Fourth one. I made a celeriac soup.
The fuck is celeriac?
I don't know if it's got a different name.
No. It's just a shitty looking vegetable.
It looks fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, celeriac soup. I made
It looks like a rock, like a
Yeah.
white rock.
with like
So,
in
cocaine?
in the first series of True Detective.
Mhm.
The fucking big murderer guy that had
Yeah.
a fucked face.
The Yellow King.
Yeah. But that's
You want to make flowers? You want to make flowers in my belly?
Yeah, she's in everything now.
Oh, that's right. She is.
Yeah. She's like literally like one of the. She was in fucking The
Euphoria.
Handmaid's Tale
Yeah.
and fucking all that. Anyway, fucking that celeriac looks.
You were talking about the spaghetti monster.
Yeah.
Celeriac looks like his face because it's kind of like smooth on top and then it's like grim on the bottom.
Yeah.
But you made the soup and it banged?
But it's so delicious. So it takes a while to peel it. So I think people don't use it so much at home, but it's really, really good. And that with just like some garlic, some celery, and maybe a bit of potato as well. And then that, and maybe some walnuts and bacon on top.
Ooh.
That's definitely
No mention of FOS, French onion soup.
overrated. I
I'm
like
out.
it.
I'm out.
I
I'm
like
done.
it, but it's overrated.
It's French. It's French.
It's French. Everything French is fucking
Bro,
overrated. No offense.
that is the best soup.
Do you think?
100%.
Okay.
If I
Do you think you haven't had the right one, or you think they're all?
Maybe
overrated?
I haven't had the right one. To be fair, I went to Paris for the first time a couple of months ago, and the French onion soup we had was so bad.
It's just
Crémeux,
it's just
but-
onion soup over there.
Yeah, we went to, yeah, exactly. Good point. But we went to the wrong place. I've not had a good one, to be
Okay.
fair. But at the same time, everyone does.
Well,
bum.
French onion soup is the one thing that Lawrence knows how to make.
Really?
During the pandemic, that was my thing.
How many Frunion soups did you make?
Well, I would batch them.
Oh.
I would make them we were having people over.
Oh.
Don't tell. I don't know what's the statute of limitations on breaking quarantine. No,
Bad boy.
No, yeah, it's I love it, dude.
Yeah. In theory, it's delicious, but
You should get one in Frenchette.
I'm pretty anti-French.
Except Frenchette.
They didn't have one at Frenchette.
Oh.
Um,
Oh wait, did you ask?
Odeon.
You asked if they had French onion soup, and they're like, no. But
Yeah.
the Odeon down the walk does.
No, yeah, they didn't have it.
Best in the city.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me ask you this: you've mentioned wifey, your bird, your missus a few times. What's the first meal you ever made for her?
I think it was a chicken katsu curry
How'd it go over?
when I was in.
Were you make it gassy? It sounds very gaseous.
No, it was okay.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
It was fine. Like,
All right. Did you like it?
Yeah. Well, I'm still with her 6.5 years later, so I think it's done all right. Actually, it wasn't that. It was a really weird sandwich, but then that was the first thing I made her. But that was when she was like drunk and she turned up at my house and she was like, "I need a sandwich," and there was like
I need some spotted dick and some sandwich.
Wow. A foodie call.
Nice.
Now that's good. That's why they pay you the big
I still
bucks.
got it.
But yeah, katsu curry was the first like proper thing.
Yeah. What was the first thing she made you? Did it suck?
Is she nice with it?
She does cook now. She does
Because
but
of you?
She didn't.
Now is the
yeah, she
operative
didn't
word.
cook so much when we got together the first time. But I didn't cook so much. I didn't cook as much as I cook now when we first got together.
Right.
But yeah, I think she made me like fucking packet tortellini with tomato sauce. It wasn't good.
Did you have to pretend it was good
Well, yeah, of course.
to get into that
I don't
tortellini?
think, to be fair, I don't really think I had to give her the this is amazing because she knew it all came out of a packet. So it was okay. But she is actually a really good cook now.
We stand a self-aware queen.
Yeah, she does good roast potatoes now.
Oh.
So like proper crispy. Where do you
Easy.
guys stand on a roast? Like an English roast?
No.
I had it
Huh?
I had a Sunday roast at a proper pub when I was dating a girl lived in London, and it was just like the whole experience was amazing.
Yeah.
The food itself,
That's
Pretty
what
one
we call
note.
pomp and circumstance, bro. That
Yeah.
shit is overrated.
There's a
it's just like very brown and beige. And,
There's-
hey, beige is beautiful, but
there's
like
a spot I'll take when you're in London. There's a spot in Hackney Church Brew Co. It's called. And
wait,
the
is this where I went?
It's called Lagom. If you thought it was boring, then it definitely wasn't the right place. But it's fucking
No,
well
the
good.
place was great, but the
Was
food
it a brewery?
It was like
Or
fuck was it?
This one's
No, I
like
don't think
this
so.
one's
I don't-
literally like a brewery under an arch. And
Okay, no,
and
it
the
was not
guy
that, it
that
was not
fucking cooks there is unbelievably good at cooking. Like he does like koji marinated prime rib, like wing cap, fucking smoked chicken. I think he's been in the US and done like barbecue stuff, but his roast is like almost like a barbecue roast.
Mm.
Like a
Okay.
standard roast.
Now you're talking about language.
Standard roast cooked by someone's mum isn't usually going to be great,
Right.
but it's the nostalgia I think for most
Right.
people. But
And it's a setting.
yeah,
Pub,
of course.
Sunday.
Yeah. But a good roast, great. But I don't want just a boring one. I want like a fucking salsa matcha in the
Right.
on the side, you know, like some horseradish ranch, something like that. That's what he
Oof.
does, and it's
Damn.
good. Yeah, he's on ranch.
Oh, yeah?
So he's on ranch in a big way. And
Why don't you become a
horseradish
ranch importer and then just make it? That's how you make your millions.
That would actually, yeah. Well, I might do that.
A
but-
ranch dealer.
a ranch dealer. But if
Yo,
anyone
call the guy. I need a bottle.
if anyone looks back at this and they know that you told me that, you might.
You can have it. I don't care. It's
Oh,
fine.
sick. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll do that.
How much money do you make?
About £8 million an hour.
How's the exchange rate these days?
I don't know how the American dollar.
But you make it off what? Like brand partnerships and like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you like to spend your hard-earned money on?
Mostly food and clothes
Yeah.
and beers.
What are your top? What's your Mount Rushmore beers?
Mount Rushmore. I like Superbock, which is a Portuguese lager.
Okay.
Fucking Miller High Life, the champagne of beers might be in there now. I love that
Late
shit.
edition.
It's good.
Yeah.
The bottle. I don't like drinking beer out of the bottle usually, but that is
Really?
like- yeah, I like it in a pint. Like,
Okay.
that's
Right.
I always prefer a bottled beer. I think is the best
to
way,
a
personally.
can.
Yeah.
No, and also to a pint.
Okay, right, okay.
Well, not for a Guinness, but anything else.
yeah, okay, that's fair.
Depends on the beer.
I like,
That's
yeah,
fair.
normally I wouldn't go for a bottle or a can, but
I prefer a bottle of Budweiser over a pint of Budweiser.
I
Sapporo, I want the can. I want the
hate
silver bullet.
Budweiser
The king of beers.
Really?
so much.
Why?
Because it's fucking grim.
Is it expensive? It's like
Budweiser
It's an
is
import.
to
For him.
American beers what Carling is to English beers, which is bad.
so is Carling delicious?
Shit.
We love Budweiser.
Yeah.
Well, we love Orion.
It's the most popular one, but it's shit.
Okay.
Um,
All right, so we got Superbock, Miller High Life.
I like Mahu, which
What?
is like a Spanish beer.
Okay.
That's quite nice.
The only Spanish beer I know is
Estrella.
Estrella.
Estrella is a good beer. I like
Yeah.
Estrella. Deputy, the Barbados
Hmm.
beer. My girlfriend lived in Barbados for like 4 years, so I've been over there a few times, and that's definitely like a context.
That's a cool name, deputy, dude.
Deputy,
Let me get it.
exactly.
Yo, deputize me.
Yeah,
Barmaid.
it's
Yo, wench,
I'm gonna-
deputize
I'm
me.
gonna try that next
Yeah.
time. But it's
See
very
how that
much
goes.
very much like a context beer though as well, because like I think
You got to be
Oh, come on.
you
Bayesian.
have
mean,
to be
it's-
there.
yeah, for
like,
sure.
You have to be sat on the beach
Right.
and have a cold deputy.
Yeah.
So much of the right beer is context based.
100%.
Most times.
Just
100%.
like sex and pizza.
Yeah.
What was the other one?
Guinness.
Guinness.
Yeah. Bad Guinness is good Guinness.
Real quick, for all the broke boys listening, what's the ultimate meal a broke boy can make at home? Is it zhuzhed up ramen?
It's probably peanut noodles.
Dude.
That fucking place I went yesterday.
I believe you.
The fucking place I went yesterday, the peanut noodles there were the best peanut noodles I've ever had in my life.
The dim sum spot?
Yeah. Unreal. But yeah, peanut noodles, like fucking peanut butter, soy sauce, bit of
easy.
honey. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. Like that's like what? I don't know about
Also, using the same shit, just make it, that's also just a delicious salad dressing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you could have a salad. You just get one wedge salad. That's a fucking weird thing in the US, isn't it?
Oh.
We don't have that in the UK.
You don't,
Iceberg, you don't blue cheese, bacon.
Yeah, but it's just one huge bit of
yeah.
Steakhouse starter.
yeah. Yeah, we did try that.
You should go to Bernie's next time you're here.
Where's that?
Near where you're staying.
Okay.
In Greenpoint, Williamsburg
Bernie's.
border. Yeah.
We were gonna
Proper American.
we were gonna go to Peter Luger,
That would have been fun.
but we looked at the fucking prices. It was $200 and something for
Cash
a steak.
only.
for
But they're like-
cash only. Who the fuck is walking in there with?
Well, because everyone knows that.
No,
But
okay,
it's
no, I
cash
get that,
only.
but also like that's another thing that's quite.
They do delivery. You can get a burger on delivery from there.
Only at lunch.
Are they
No,
good?
at dinner too.
Is
No,
it
what?
good?
What? They
Yeah.
changed?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
But it's a thick patty.
Should we have gone?
Yes.
Next time.
Where does Red Hook Tavern fall?
up
into?
there.
It's really good.
It's far away though. That's one of the places
Yeah.
that's 4 miles away.
That's
We
a
were like, "Oh, still in
destination.
Brooklyn?
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
destination spot. Like
That's-
you're going there to go there.
I've been told
Great
that
burger.
that's. Have you had Hamburger America?
Of course.
Very good.
If you don't have
I
to,
like that guy.
If you don't have to wait online, and if you're a fan of the guy, then it's cool because he's
Okay.
there like smashing the burgers
Yeah.
and fucking throwing the onions on. But I went in there. I don't know who this guy is, but then like people walking in like, oh my god, it's fucking George,
Yeah.
and that's cool for them.
I will say one of the better smash burgers in New York is literally right up the block. Gotham Burger Social Club. Terrible name.
Huge.
Honestly,
yeah.
fantastic.
On the walk over here,
Literally.
the queue was fucking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really big.
What about maybe now that's 3:45? You'll be good.
Well,
Get a-
I'm gonna
get a
go to your
glizzy
mate's
Oh, yeah.
restaurant now.
Yeah, don't
Not 3:40. What time is it?
3:45. So we're gonna get you out of here with the last
Yeah.
question. Do you have any constructive criticism you'd like to give us, Willie or Mooney?
But on this podcast,
Yeah, you've spent almost 2 hours with us. Give us some constructive criticism.
How can we do better?
are we gonna go for one beer?
We have to pod after this.
Yeah.
You have another pod.
Yeah, we do an after show.
Jesus
Should've mentioned that.
Christ, that's ridiculous.
We should've been- we should've
well,
been
that's
real-
my fucking
we should've been- we
criticism.
should've
You
been
should
reals
be doing
guys.
that later.
We should have been reels guys.
Should pod mobily from the
The
magician.
Yeah,
Same
All
landlord.
right, we'll wrap all this up. We'll bring in the lights.
Yeah.
Our landlord is also the landlord
sounds
there.
good. No real criticisms from me.
Where can the kids follow you? What would you like to plug?
I actually have a homeware business that I've completely
even talk
forgotten
about
to
it.
fucking mention.
No, James mentioned it
I called
literally.
you the Sultan of Ceramics or some shit.
No,
and
yeah,
the
no, that's
CEO of
good.
Pleasant Home.
CEO of Pleasant Home, but it's not available for purchase in the US yet, so I do
Not yet.
apologize for that. But it will be.
Honestly, a lot better than I would have expected from a food content creator.
We were talking about how tasteful and fire it is.
Oh, I'm glad you think so.
yeah,
Yeah,
it looks really good.
Yeah, I've spent a lot of time in Portugal. They've got a really good ceramics situation there. Mike actually helps.
Oh, nice.
Key your bags.
Key.
Do you incorporate them into all your plating, like on your videos?
Yeah,
Duh.
but I'm not really plating anything. I'm just sticking it in a bowl. But
You're just-
But it still
It's-
looks. It's
Yeah, no,
honestly very
the
good
new
shit.
the new collection that we've done is called like the speckled collection, and the bowl. I love them plates that are
You don't call them
bowls.
spotted dick collection?
Mhm.
Dick collection. That could be the next one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's for another free one.
circumcise yourself with a plate.
So it's
I
just
don't know.
bowls, plates,
Makes
dishes.
no sense.
That'd be fucking weird. Oh, no. Yeah, bowls,
Pleasant home.
bowls, plates, mugs.
Ooh.
We do trinket trays. Actually,
Trinket
we've got
trays.
a really good incense holder ashtray,
Nice.
which has got like it's got like a dome in the middle with a little. It's
Oh, I
quite
like that.
simple, and I don't know if anyone's patented it, and if they have, I might be in trouble. But it's a little bump in the middle with a little hole in it that
Yeah.
doesn't go right down through the whole thing, so you
Okay.
can just stick an incense stick in it whilst smoking whatever and use it as an ashtray.
Hell
which
yeah.
is
Oh.
pretty handy.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Follow him on What Willy Cook.
Yeah, or at Pleasant Home.
Yeah,
Where?
plug. I think
Or-
it's just Pleasant Home.
It might just be Pleasant Home.
You should know this as the CEO.
I should know this is.
By the way, just honestly, a little piece of constructive criticism for you.
Yeah.
Know your
shit.
social
Know
handles.
thy
my
product.
social handles. Well, my main one is What Willy Cook or What Willy on TikTok.
Yeah.
And then you can find the Pleasant Homeware one on there in the bio.
Willie,
Link
thank
in
you for coming
bio.
on to the only podcast that matters. Chef,
Thank you, William.
take us
you.
out.
Thank you for having me.